ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
The NBA rings in the new year on ESPN with new resolutions. Be yourself.
Westbrook launch. This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome to Los Lunas, final day of the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. And we've got a Tiger basketball doubleheader for y'all. It'll be the boys first in the fifth place game against Valencia High School. This will be a really good test. Valencia's got some impressive wins on the year, and we'll tell you about those coming up. And after that, the Alamogordo girls will face off against the Cibola ladies. Cibola having a little bit of a tough season, but we'll see what kind of challenge that is. As you know, we've seen throughout the year, sometimes records aren't necessarily indicative of how good a team will be or how good a matchup it'll be, so we'll never know. But certainly Alamogordo's got the better end of the record there. But the Alamogordo boys coming off a nice win yesterday. Tigers hadn't scored over 50 points all year long. They put up 74 yesterday against Kirtland Central on the way to their third win of the season. So I'm sure the guys and the coaches were happy about how that went and hoping for another good effort today against the Valencia team that comes in at 8-5 on the year, and we'll talk about their schedule and team that a lot of returners, a lot of names that I'm familiar with from last year, a lot of names I'm familiar with from the Valencia football team as well. So, you know, multi-sport athletes and guys that certainly are going to be tough to deal with. Almost not going to give up a whole bunch on size, which is a good thing. We've seen games where the Tigers have had a big size disadvantage. It's been a definite challenge for them. So looking forward to bringing you that game. Do want to let you know, if you were tuning in to listen to Notre Dame and Clemson in the Cotton Bowl, we'll probably be able to get you to the end of that game. We'll get you the entire Oklahoma-Alabama game tonight. Obviously, Tiger basketball, Lady Tiger basketball will take precedence. So just a heads up on that if you're planning on listening into us for this evening's or for the college football playoff semifinals. We'll get you part of the first semifinal and all of the second semifinal for y'all. So teams are on the floor warming up. We're pretty much on time right now, schedule-wise. We're actually a little bit ahead of schedule at this holiday tournament, which is a minor miracle. That stuff usually doesn't happen at these holiday tournaments or tournaments in general. So kind of nice to see. All right, we're gonna take a commercial break and come right back. Alamogordo boys basketball versus Valencia coming up next on 103.7.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
ESPN Alamogordo, 3.7 at Los Lunas on your Saturday afternoon. Happy to have you tuned in. Alamogordo boys warming up. They'll be dressed in their home whites for this one, and Valencia will be in their road reds for the 4th game of the day here at the tournaments. We've already had the 2 7th-place games. Just had the 5th-place game on the girls' side, which Artesia beat Santa Fe. And this is the 5th-place game on the boys' end. Let's talk about the Tigers' win yesterday. I mentioned the 74 points they put up. Almost had really balanced scoring all year long. They've had a lot of guys that have been in double figures, and it's usually a different leading scorer every game. The problem is it just hasn't been enough of it. And yesterday you had 4 guys get into double figures, which certainly is the first time. I think the Tigers, I'm not sure they've had 2 in double figures in the same game, maybe 1 or 2 games that's happened. But just Tigers have struggled scoring this year, and that may be just a little bit of a confidence booster yesterday. I know Kirtland is struggling, but it certainly feels like it's a little bit of a confidence and experience issue with this young team. But Adrian Herrera had all of his 14 points in the first half. That led the Tigers. Grayson Kaler had 11 of his 13 in the 4th quarter. He was second on the team. Clavon Spencer had 12. He spread his out between the first and the second half pretty nicely. Harlan Gilbert had 11. 9 points of those came in the first half. 7 for Emilio Minez. Nate Black had 9. 2 points for Grayson Guetta and Gabriel Marquez, and 4 points for Landon Moser as well. So overall, pretty good effort from the Tigers. They just finished their first time I saw it, I thought it was like a haka, but they end up left to right, diving on the floor. It's kind of a nice energy starter for the Tigers, and it works really well at home. But we've also got the Alamogordo ladies that are here cheering the guys on, and I'm sure the guys will be doing the same once their game is finished, and they'll sit right behind the home bench and watch that game and support the ladies. Both teams have been supporting each other really nicely throughout this Los Lunas tournament. It's been fun to watch. I've said all year long that the Alamogordo student section in general has been great this year, and a lot of times it's just the kids that aren't in season with their sport. They're out there supporting their fellow athletes, which I like. And there's other non-athletes that are in there supporting too, but I've really been impressed this year. Meanwhile, Valencia, as I mentioned, comes into this game at 8-5. Let me pull up their schedule here. They've got wins over Farmington. Farmington boys are solid this year. Piedra Vista boys, they beat them early in the season. I think they played back-to-back games up in Farmington. Lost to Atrisco Heritage, which where did we see Atrisco Heritage? Was that last year or 2 years ago when the Tigers won Atrisco Heritage? That one young man, I think, went for 40 against the Tigers, and I believe he's still there. I think he was just a sophomore that season. Santa Fe Indian beat them 62-42. Lost to Santa Fe High, 71-56. Santa Fe High is playing in the championship game of this tournament. Lost to Capital, 66-20. Both teams have seen Capital this year, lost by rather similar margins as well. I've got a win over Robertson, 50-29. They beat Los Alamos, 71-52. Both teams have faced Los Alamos. Both teams won, but certainly Valencia won by a bit heavier margin. Lost to Artesia, 71-57. Got a win over Espanola Valley. Also went over Goddard, and that's a team the Tigers struggled with a bit early in the season. Lost to Santa Fe again. That was the opening game of this tournament, and then yesterday beat a good Mesilla Valley Christian team, 63-52. I was impressed with how well Mesilla Valley Christian hung with Phoenix Central in their opening game of the tournament. They eventually pulled away, but you figure high school from the Phoenix metro area coming in, and Mesilla Valley Christian, which plays, I think they're a 2A school this year. I'm not sure if they're 1A or not, but it just goes to show how good that program. They're not quite at the level that they were a few years ago, but they're still a very, very good program. But looking forward to this matchup. I'm very curious to see what we'll get in this game. I think the Tigers certainly can be competitive and have a chance to win it, but can we see something similar to yesterday? I'm sure Valencia was watching. Tigers didn't do especially well in the half-court sets. It was when they were able to get into transition was the big difference in yesterday's game. Can they do that again? Can they force the turnovers and get some easy buckets on the other side? That's, I think, going to be the big question mark. Or can they get going in the half-court today? There's always the possibility of that as well. All right, so warm-ups continue about 5 minutes away from tip-off. Don't you go anywhere. It's boys basketball first, and then the girls following right here on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7 ready for tip-off. The Alamogordo boys taking on Valencia. Tigers in their white home jerseys, gold numerals, and black outlining. Valencia in their road red jerseys with white numerals and silver outlining. Tigers will go from left to right, and the Jaguars will go from right to left in the first half. Grayson Kaler getting the start in the center circle. Emilio Minez out there as well. Gabriel Marquez, Harlan Gilbert, and Nate Black. Tipping off against Kaler is Garrett Lalonde, And Lalonde, both guys mistimed their jump, but Lalonde got the hand on it and tipped it back to Alex Lopez. Bringing it into the front court is Alonzo De Leon. Gilbert guarding him. And Gilbert is going to pick up a foul, and I guess we're going to call this tighter today because it really wasn't a whole lot there for Harlan to pick up the foul. The Tigers are going to have to adjust to that if you're going to get an official that's going to guard or is going to call the game that tight. Jake Maddox drives to the baseline, gets cut off by Minez, now picks up his dribble. Other starter for Valencia, we'll tell you in a second, but a three is up and in from Alex Lopez. Garrett Wade is the other starter. And Valencia going to run some full court pressure. Tigers handled this really well yesterday. Gabriel Marquez stops, puts up the shot. It's no good. Tip back attempt by Kaler is no good. And Valencia grabs the rebounds. 3-0 Valencia. 7:17 to go. Of course, the motor scoreboard. Another three. This one no good from Wade. Or Lopez, I should say. And now a battle for the rebound is going to end up with Wade diving to the floor. And he's going to end up on the baseline. So a turnover goes to Alamogordo. Minez gets the inbounds, and a cross-court pass is knocked away, out of bounds, last off of Alamogordo. So it'll be Jaguars inbound to the far sideline. Their pressure forces an early turnover on the Tigers. Wade catches the near sideline, nearly stepped out of bounds, but able to keep his balance. Comes out top Maddox. Ball comes inside, and Harlan Gilbert's going to pick up an early second foul, I think he is. So it'll be Adrian Herrera that'll come on, and that certainly hurts the Tigers not having Harlan on the floor. So Gilbert will come out, picks up 2 fouls in the first minute 6 of the game. First one was a little ticky-tack. Second one certainly a foul. Ball comes into the corner to Wade, and he is going to throw it away. Tracked down by Adrian Herrera, who catches or pulls it up and goes up with a shot and just has it roll off the rim. Pushed in the other way is Maddox. Ball comes inside and blocked by Grayson Kaler. Kaler gets it on the other side, goes to the basket, has his shot blocked, and the loose ball comes to Lopez. Valencia pushes the other way. They still lead 3-0. Spin move Lalonde, and he'll have it knocked away from him. Top of the key three is on the no good. Rebound pulled down inside, and in between a couple of guys, Lalonde is able to grab it and put it back in. That was a strong rebound and a good finish. Tigers the other way. Bounce pass, good pass to Kaler. Kaler tried to get it to Herrera. Herrera passed it outside to Marquez, who fires up a three. He misses. Here comes Valencia the other way. Maddox looks to drive, and right of the lane, he is going to be fouled. And it'll be a foul on Emilio Minez. It'll be his first, third team foul. 5-0 Valencia. 5:57 to go in the first quarter. Now top with the ball, De Leon. Behind the back dribble by Wade, goes to the bucket. It's no good. There was some contact, no foul called, and then coming up the floor, Herrera is contacted by Maddox. Maddox will pick up the foul. Real quick pace to this one early. So Valencia did not drop into the, Tigers handled the Kirtland Central pressure yesterday. Valencia maybe a little bit better at that pressure. Skip pass to the far side to Adrian Herrera from Kaler. Misses on the three. Rebound pulled in by Wade. Gives it off to Maddox. Up the far sideline across midcourt. Over to the corner. Lalonde jump stop. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Alamogordo. On Nate Black. Inbounds, not by Emilio Minez. It'll go out of bounds. Another try for Valencia. Fourth team foul already on Alamogordo. Baseline jumper is up and in as Jake Maddox hits it, and Coach Voigt calls a timeout. Well, it certainly makes a difference for Alamogordo on how the officials, if they're going to call it a little bit tighter, it certainly makes a difference in the game. And early here, 4 fouls on the Tigers maybe doesn't allow them to be as aggressive defensively. And, listen, 2 of the fouls certainly. I thought the one early against Harlan was a little, at least it set the tempo. But the Tigers, they're going to have to be aware of that. They're going to have to know that, the way they play defensively with this crew, they can't be as aggressive Yesterday, some of the con they were making with the Kirtland Central guys, they were able to get away with that without a foul. That crew was not calling it as tight as that. So it's just one of those things in basketball that some guys are going to let the hand checks and the contact go a little bit more. Guys and gals, I should say. We do have we've had actually a lot of lady officials here at the tournament, which is good to see. Alamo gets the inbounds. Nate Black brings it across midcourt, feeds it between the lane to Marquez, who got to Clavon Spencer, who had a easy layup opportunity and couldn't get it to go. And the Tigers lose the ball out of bounds. It'll go back over to Valencia. Well, the Tigers got off to a poor start yesterday against Kirtland, and they battled back. We'll see if they can do the same here. As Minez sticking with Maddox. Maddox the timeline at the top of the key. Lalonde. Now Wade. Pull-up jump shot in front of the top of the key. Rebound is going to be tipped away. Maddox, or I should say Lalonde, I think, is going to pick up the foul. Yep, he'll pick up his first and the second team foul. Inbounds comes to Minez. Minez will push it up the floor. Minez all the way to the right wing. Keeps his dribble. Was smart with that. They would have double-teamed him quickly. Black gives it off to Minez, right wing. Gives it to Marquez, who cuts right of the lane, and he can't hit the shot. And just a lid on the rim right now for Alamo on some easy bucket tries. Nate Black gets a steal as Valencia tried to push the other direction. And Nate will be fouled at midcourt. It'll be an inbounds play for the Tigers. And so, by the way, not criticizing the officials, just knowing that this is going to be a little bit tighter game than what we saw yesterday is something that both teams will have to adjust to. And the fact that we've got 7 team fouls combined in the first 4 minutes of the game. Adrian Herrera in the corner, skip pass off to Minez, to Black, to Herrera. Herrera, ball fakes, drives, got to the bucket, went off the bottom of the backboard, got it back, went off the bottom of the rim on his second putback. And this time Valencia comes away with the rebound. Lalonde, who is sporting quite the goatee. I'm always amazed when some of these high school kids look like they're in their 30s. Tigers get the rebound off the miss. Flag, good feed to Clavon Spencer. Hesitates up with the shot and can't finish. Well, that's another one. There's been about 3 or 4 shots that Alamogordo really should have had. The degree of difficulty not that high. And Valencia the other way. Wade drives to the free throw line, kicks it out to Lalonde right corner. Driving the lane and traveling with it is Joey Selvetta. And it'll be Tiger basketball. Harlan Gilbert's going to come back on. He's playing with two fouls. He's going to have to be really smart on both ends. Valencia continues to pressure in the backcourt. Gilbert up ahead to Herrera. Herrera hesitates, then drives. Good feed to Spencer, and this time Clavon is able to lay it up and in. And now we've got a whistle, and I think it was an official stoppage. Not sure what happened there. Emilio Minez comes out of the game. Nope, he doesn't. Harlan Gilbert comes out of the game, and Landon Moser comes in, trying to avoid Harlan picking up his 3rd foul here in the first quarter. And they try to go over the top, and they do. Maddox catches all the way in the lane, goes up with the shot, and Spencer, I think, is going to get the foul. It might be Emilio picking up his second. We'll see what the call is. And they're going to call it on Minez, and it'll be his 2nd foul. 15 foul on Alamogordo, and to the line for Valencia is Jake Maddox. And he'll hit the first. Harlan Gilbert back into the game. Minez will check out. He's on 2 fouls, so is Harlan. I don't think anybody else is in the foul trouble. 5 team fouls total, so no. And the back into the 2 free throws here for Maddox. And he makes it. Sub for Valencia as they'll bring back on Alonzo De Leon. Maddox will get a rest here. Also see Nayati Harris for the first time. Inbounds goes to Moser. Works it over to Gilbert. Gilbert gets up the near sideline. Nice feed from Herrera, but Spencer couldn't quite handle it. He tracked it down, gets it to Guetta. Guetta's going to get called for an offensive foul. Put his shoulder down, and Now, certainly didn't take a whole lot for the Valencia player to go to the ground there, but hey, he got the call. That's what matters. 3:18 to go in the first. It's Valencia 9, Alamogordo 2 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Inbounds comes to De Leon, guarded by Gilbert. And the Tigers living a little dangerously with Harlan. They're going to try and trust him here to not pick up another foul. Out between the circles with the basketball, Jason Rodriguez. Rodriguez bounced past the corner. 3 on the way is no good. And the rebound, Harris is going to grab it, put it back up, just kind of tossed it high in the air, and Harris gets the put back. And it's 11-2 Valencia with 2:50 in the first. Moser tried a cross-court pass, and it was knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds before Jason Rodriguez can save it. The Tigers will keep it. Nate Black comes in. Landon Moser will head to the bench. It's Herrera, Guerra, Black, Gilberts, and Kaler on the floor for Alamogordo. And I'm still waiting. Why are we on a stoppage here? That was weird. We had somebody that was must have been tying their shoe or something. I was looking around, waiting to see why the official hadn't got us back in play. They get it to Kaler at the free throw line. To a fence goes Valencia. It's Gilbert off to Black. That's where the Tigers struggled a little bit, was against the zone yesterday. And then Herrera tried to get it back to Gilbert, and it's stolen away. Racing the other direction for the lay-in is Alonso De Leon. And it's 13-2 Valencia. The Tigers haven't recovered like they did yesterday, and they trail by 11. Ball comes to the middle of the floor, almost taken away from Grayson Guerra. Guerra feeds it out to the corner. Nate Black, couple of ball fakes, then goes back inside, and Guerra couldn't handle the pass. Pushed the other way with it is Harris. Harris is going to go up for the shot, and Harlan Gilbert is going to pick up the block. Harlan tried to set up for a charge, but he never really got into position, and Harris sort of glanced off of him to the left. Harris is going to miss the first. And that's probably all we'll see of Harlan for the rest of the first half. Gabriel Marquez comes in. The second free throw is in for Nayati Harris. 14-2, Valencia leads on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 2:02 to go in the first. Inbounds goes to Nate Black. Black feeds it into Marquez in the front court. Give it off to Black. Bounce pass goes inside to Guerra. Back out to Black. Give it to Marquez in the corner. He ball fakes, dribbles back out to Black, top of the key. Herrera at the right wing. Herrera still with it. Herrera loses the handle. Gets it to Black, though, as he dove for it and tipped it to him. Herrera inside. His headed shot blocked. Kaler put-back attempt is no good. Inside Marquez. He goes up and he finishes. So Marquez gets a put-back. Just a scramble of a play there for the Tigers, but they get the points. 14-4, 1:26 to go in the first quarter. Coming up the floor all the way to the top of the key goes Rodriguez. Out to the corner, Harris. Now Lalonde. Or I should say De Leon. Kyle Dodds checked in the game at last whistle, has the basketball. Gives it off to Rodriguez. Tigers running man-to-man defense, and a pass will go off the hands of De Leon. Out of bounds, Tiger basketball. Coming into the game for Valencia is Alex Lopez. And Nayati Harris will head to the bench. Inbounds comes to Nate Black, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Pass it off to Herrera at the right wing. Right corner, Kaler, who pump fakes. Gives to Herrera. Inside they go to Guerra. Back outside they go. Grayson top of the key with it. Grayson had the ball tipped away, but it goes to Nate Black. Herrera to Nate. 40 seconds to go. Nate top of the key, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Adrian. Adrian right wing with it, feeds it off to Kaler. Tigers trying to find the right shot here, but the zone defense is giving them problems. 25 seconds left. Here's Black trying to get it to Marquez at the baseline. Goes off his hands and out of bounds, and good defensive set there for Valencia. Tigers had it for about 45 seconds and didn't get a shot off. So it'll be Rodriguez to inbounds. Kaler He's going to get called for a foul, and it's going to be a 1-on-1 on the other way as he reaches in on Alex Lopez. Clavon Spencer in, and Kaler will head to the bench. Free throw will rim out, and Herrera grabs the board off the miss from Lopez. Tigers push. Marquez gets it inside to Guerra, who is surrounded by 3 red jerseys. He's fouled. I think it's going to be an inbounds play for the Tigers. 4th team foul on Valencia. So Nate Black will inbound baseline left for the Tigers. Spencer in the corner. Gives it off to Marquez, top of the key. Right corner to Black. They go inside to Guerra. Guerra doesn't have the size there when he tries to make those post moves. 1 second left, and a 3/4 court shot is up, and boy, almost went in for Kyle Dodds. I would have argued that he didn't get it off in time, but I think they would have counted that if that had gone in. All right, we are headed to the second quarter on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. It's Valencia 14, Alamogordo 4. Back after this.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Alamogordo boys basketball taking on Valencia in the 5th place game of the Village of Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. Valencia, the other high school here in Los Lunas. And the Tigers with the basketball going left to right, trailing by 10. Herrera trapped in the corner, gets it outside to Black. He's trapped. He's able to work out of it, get it to Spencer. Spencer, he fires up a 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Maddox, and Valencia pushes the other way. Maddox behind the back dribble, gets the elbow, goes to the corner. 3 on the way, and that is good from Garrett Wade. Now, that's really been the difference in the game. Valencia has made their shots here in the early part, and the Tigers probably have left about 8 to 10 points up there on some shots that they should have made. Guerra gets it inside, tries to back his way in, feeds it outside Spencer. Black top of the key, ball fake, tries to pull up for a shot, instead passes. Now it's Herrera driving baseline and try to skip pass that went off the bottom of the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds last off of the Tigers as both Lalonde and Marquez went for the ball. Inbounds goes to Lopez. Lopez will work it up the floor. Pass it off to Maddox. Maddox guarded by Herrera. Ball still in the backcourt. Maddox comes top of the key. They get out to the corner. Another 3 on the way. That one rattles out for Garrett Wade. Halfway down for him. Tigers come the other direction and turn it over. Trying to get a pass inside to Clavon Spencer, but he couldn't reel it in. And it's right back over to Valencia. Valencia tries to go over the top on the inbounds pass, and Maddox was unable to reel it in, and it'll be back over to Alamogordo. They'll get it back trailing 17-4, 6:40 on the second on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. It'll be Black bringing it across midcourt for the Tigers. Right wing Herrera, skip pass over to Marquez in the left corner. Guerra trying to work his way inside, and a nice little up and under move, but has his shot blocked. Guerra again tries to go up, has his shot blocked again. Ball is saved by Lopez, and it comes out to De Leon. De Leon up the floor to the top of the key, and they work it off to Lopez. Lopez travels. Now, Grayson's working really hard in that low post, and they're trying to use him as a post player, and at 5'8", the size of Valencia, it just didn't work. So, I mean, I get what the Tigers are trying to do, and, man, you just wish Grayson was a little bit taller. There is going to be a blocking foul on Valencia and a layup up and in by Clavon Spencer. I tell you, Grayson's got the moves. Again, just give him 5 more inches, and he's going to be a really good post player, but just unfortunately doesn't have that. But I'm impressed with what he does inside in terms of making the right decisions. Just needs a little bit more height in there. 17-6 after the missed free throw here from Clavon Spencer. Coming up the floor with it is Maddox, and over to the left corner is Wade. And coming off a screen, Maddox right of the lane. They're going to call a blocking foul on the Tigers. Be on Marquez, his first. And it is the 9th team foul. Maddox 2 of 2 at the line already today. And he'll make the first and get the bonus. 18-6 Valencia, 5:52 to go in the second on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Maddox makes both. He's got 6 for the game. He's 4 of 4 at the line. Spencer, Herrera, Black, Marquez, and Kaler on the floor for the Tigers. And Maddox comes off the floor after that made free throw. Tigers again handle the pressure well as Spencer gets it into the front court. Spencer gives it off to Black. Little ball fake. Off to the right corner to Spencer. Black top of the key. Steps into a right wing 3, and he hits it. Tigers can definitely use that from Nate Black. We know he's capable of it. Knocks down the 3, and it cuts it to a 10-point game, 19-9. Dribbling to the top of the key is Jason Rodriguez. He came in for Maddox. He now has it between the circles. Works it right of the lane. Kicks it out to the corner. This is Wade. Wade goes to the baseline and gives back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes to De Leon. Left corner, Lopez. And he ball fakes, and he's going to put up a 3-pointer. And Kaler had his hand on the back of the shooter Lopez as he went up for the shot. Lopez pump faked and moved to his left, and Kaler came down next to him and was kind of leaning on him almost for balance when Lopez went up for the shot. So, I don't know if the contact affected the shot or not, but certainly you can understand why the official makes the call there. Lopez makes the first. And the second. One man. So the Tigers hit the 3, and then unfortunately foul a 3-point shooter on the other end and have a chance or Valencia basically answer right back on that big 3 from Nate Black. Lopez will rattle it out. Spencer grabs the rebound. So 2 of 3 at the line. Tigers push the other way. Here's Kaler right to the basket. They're going to call a blocking foul on Valencia inside. And Kaler will go to the line for 2 free throws. I don't know. That was one I think that there have actually been. Now, the first one I would say on Spencer, that was the right call there. I mean, makes the free throw, was trying to avoid the man drawing the charge, but he, unless he moved his hip over when Grayson Kaler went up for the shot, something I can see, it looked like he stood there and Grayson just ran right into him. He tried to avoid him, but he still made contact with him, so I was kind of surprised the Tigers got that call. Kaler makes both free throws. The Tigers cut it back down to a 10-point difference, 21-11 here in the second on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Tigers still with some pressure in the backcourt. Rodriguez comes across midcourt to the left wing, gets it out to the corner. Dodds fires up a 3. That's no good. Rebound pulled in by De Leon. Marquez tried to get it away from him, but he knocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Jaguars. Baseline left to inbound for Lopez. Now change that out and bring in Lalonde to trigger that in. Lalonde gets to Dodds, right back to Lalonde. Lalonde gets into the lane, goes up with the shot. It's no good. Rebound is being batted around and eventually comes to Nate Black. Spencer and Lalonde were battling for it. And here comes Marquez. Marquez pump fakes, goes for the shot, can't get it to go. Gabe's had 3 or 4 of those that I think there's been a little bit of a question of whether to shoot or pass. And on this end, the Tigers are going to draw a charge as Nate Black steps in there and takes the contact. I think it was on Rodriguez. It is. It's his first. And it'll be Spencer to inbound for the Tigers. Over to Black. In the front court to Moser. Moser tried to feed a bounce pass to Kaler. Goes off the legs of Lopez. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Alamogordo. 4:19 to go in the second. Tigers down by 10. You can get this down to a 5 or 6 point game heading into half. It doesn't have to be, you have to get it all back here in the second quarter. Let's play some smart basketball. Herrera gets it in the corner. Clavon Spencer spilled to the floor there, but he gets up okay. Spencer at the left wing, top of the key. Black fires a 3. That's no good. Rebound is pulled in by Maddox. Maddox all the way to the top of the key. Driving is Wade. Wade, hoop shot up and in. Garrett Wade's got 5, and the Tigers trail by 12. Tigers, again, break the pressure pretty easily here. Moser takes a long 2. That's no good. And the rebound's going to go out of bounds, last off of Valencia, and the Tigers will keep it. .348 remaining. Black will inbound for the Tigers. And they'll come out top to Moser. Moser top of the key. And a foul going to be called on Valencia. It's going to lead to a 1-and-1. Like Maddox is going to get called for his second. 8th team foul. And first free throws of the day, or hopefully free throws here for Landon Moser. And he's going to miss back rim, and the rebound pulled in by Valencia. 3:40 remaining in the second. The Tigers down by 12. Rodriguez top of the key, gets the elbow, works it out to the corner. Lopez top of the key way. They leave him open. He can hit the 3, doesn't there though. And Spencer pulls in the rebound for the Tigers. Herrera pushes across the timeline. Herrera gets it to Black, gets it to Spencer. He'll fire up a triple. That's no good. Rebounds is knocked around, eventually pulled in by Moser. Gets it to Herrera in the middle lane, and Herrera off the glass, up and in. Adrian Herrera with his first points, and it's a 23-13 game with 3:09 remaining in the second. Ball over to the left corner. Wade gets it inside Dodds. Dodds trying to post up on Moser and makes a nice move to his right. Jumps up and hits it in as Kyle Dodds gets his first points, and the Tigers back down by 12, 25-13. Herrera gets it to Spencer. Spencer, good feed to Moser, and Moser puts it up and in. And Dodds coming from across and still managed to deal with the contact and put it up and in. Going to be a foul coming up on Lopez as he's going to go over the back on Black on the rebound. And looks like a timeout coming up for Valencia. So Valencia calls a timeout. Tigers will have a 1-on-1 with 2:37 to go on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. In the second, it's 25-15, Valencia in front. We'll be right back.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. 25-15. Nate Black going to the line for a 1-and-1 after a foul and a rebound. And this coming after a Valencia timeout. And Nate rattles home the first. Tigers have had an okay free throw shooting day, 3 of 5 so far. And they'll miss on the second, so 50% for the Tigers in the first half. But the lead is down to 9 for Valencia, 25-16. Tigers have kept in it and not let Valencia run away with this game, but this would be a crucial last couple of minutes here of this quarter. Maddox gets a 3 from the left wing. That is going to go off the rim and then off the stanchion that holds the backboard, and it'll be Tiger basketball. Lopez comes out, and De Leon comes back on for Valencia. Tigers with Herrera, Black, Moser, Kaler, and Spencer on the floor. They've missed Harlan Gilbert most of the first half due to foul trouble. Herrera, same with Emilio Minez. It's been a limited rotation for the Tigers. Top of the key, Spencer. Right wing, Herrera. They get it to Spencer. Spencer drives left of the lane. Scoop shot. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Well, that just rolled off the front of the rim. It was a nice-looking play from Spencer. Just couldn't get the kind iron. Driving is Wade. Wade has it knocked away by Herrera. Tigers in transition, 2-on-2. Herrera right of the lane, goes with the pull-up jump shot. Back of the rim, no good. Moser gets the offensive board. Fires up. Shot no good, but he's fouled. And Landon Moser will go to the free throw line. And I can hear it from the Tigers sideline, and some of the fans that are here just keep working. It's been one of those kind of games for the Tigers. They haven't been able to really hit their shots as much as they've wanted to, but they've kept. Moser gets the front rim glass and a roll in on the free throw. And it's an 8-point game, 25-17. And Landon swishes through the second. And Landon Moser with 4 points. He leads the Tigers along with Nate Black here in this first half. Tiger sophomore has been getting significant time. Tigers want to be careful. Moser guarding De Leon, very careful here, or very tough in the backcourt. Don't want to pick up a foul so far away from the basket, and he doesn't. And the Jaguars have it in the front court. Rodriguez, guarded by Black. Rodriguez feeds it back to De Leon. Top of the key, now over to the left corner. Maddox, a little stutter step and gets to the elbow. He'll pass it to Wade. With top of the key, here is De Leon. Pull-up jump shot from the free throw line. That'll miss. And Moser will grab the rebound, but he has it knocked away by Maddox. And Maddox will lay it up and in. That was a killer there for the Tigers. Did everything right defensively, and Maddox just poked the ball away and gets an easy lay-in. 27-18, top of the key, it's Spencer. Spencer has the ball knocked away, and here comes Valencia in transition. Now they're going to slow it up as De Leon saw the Tigers had numbers, and he'll walk it into the front court. Left wing to Wade, over to left corner to Maddox. Herrera on him. They go top of the key to Lalonde. He picks up his dribble. Left wing to Maddox. Maddox dribbles once and then gets it out between the circles to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to cross over. Will pass it off to Lalonde. Lalonde top of the key and still continue to work it around here. 25 seconds to go. 27-18, the Tigers trail on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Left wing, it's Lalonde. And looks like Valencia will probably hold for a final shot as De Leon gets it off top of the key. Driving left the lane, Lalonde feeds it out to Wade. Wade at the free throw line, and it almost goes out of bounds. They get it to Wade, or I should say Lalonde. Lalonde fires up a three. That rattles out. And Valencia will head into the locker room leading by 9, 27-18. But for the Tigers, not great, but not terrible. They're definitely still in this game heading into half. we'll see what they can do to begin the third quarter. We'll get you some stats and more coming up next on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Jaguars lead the Tigers by 9.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. It's halftime on the Richardson Motor scoreboard with Valencia leading Alamogordo 27-18 in boys basketball. We've got girls basketball coming up next, the third place game of the Village of Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. Alamo girls are warming up. They'll take on Cibola. The Alamo boys, meanwhile, they fell behind 14-4. They were down by as much as, I think, 13 in that first half. And, kept it around. It's a 9-point game at half. They're still in it. The offense started getting going in the second quarter. Only 4 points in the first. They get 14 in the second, so it's better. And try to keep a little bit of momentum. It probably could have been even a little bit better there at the end of the half, but just some missed opportunities there for the Tigers. So I think they should feel like there's definitely improvements to be made, but they're in this game, and they can certainly come back, I think, on Valencia. We saw it yesterday. That was something I was really impressed with the Tigers yesterday. I hadn't seen this team really come back on anybody most of the season. And they fell behind 9-0 and then ripped off a 10-1 run and had a couple of big runs in that game. So maybe a little bit for them in their mind, they go, hey, we can do this. We can go on these long offensive runs. Just need to be able to put it together. But impressed with the way Valencia's played. Tigers got 4 points each from Nate Black, Landon Moser, and Clavon Spencer. 2 points each from Gabriel Marquez, Adrian Herrera, and Grayson also in there for the Tigers. So, again, balanced scoring for the Tigers, and you get Landon Moser coming off the bench playing well for the Tigers. Clavon's probably going to kick himself a little bit in that he probably should have 10 points right now. There are a couple of misses that he definitely wanted back. And you probably say the same for Gabriel Marquez and Adrian Herrera too. And that's another thing for Alamo is, kind of making the shots that they should make. If they can get better at that, they can be a better offensive team. That's just been a little bit of the challenge for them, is you do everything right all the way up until you get to the bucket and then just don't put it in. So if they can start to find some consistency there, this is going to be a much better basketball team over the second half of the season, and they've got a chance to come out of, I think would be a good win over Valencia if they can come out strong here in the third quarter. By the way, for Valencia, they're led by Jake Maddox, who has 8. Alex Lopez and Garrett Wade each have 5. We'll take a commercial break. Second half is coming up next. It's Valencia 27, Alamogordo 18 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be back.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7 here at Los Lunas High School, and Alamogordo facing Valencia, the other Los Lunas area high school. And the Tigers down 27-18 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Just a reminder, we've got girls basketball coming up for you next as the Lady Tigers face off against the Cibola Lady Cougars. For those of you may be tuning in for the college ball playoff semifinal between Notre Dame and Clemson, we'll get it to you as soon as we're done here. I'm thinking second half probably. It doesn't look like they've gotten quite underway yet, so we'll get you some updates throughout that. If you want to listen to it, if you've got the internet, ESPNRadio.com. If you've got your phone on your app, the ESPN app, you can listen to it both ways like that. And of course, it's also on ESPN TV. So apologies if you may have been looking for that, but of course we're always going to prioritize Tiger sports before anything else, and it's Alamogordo going right to left here in the second half. Valencia left to right. Maddox with the basketball, guarded by Herrera. Herrera sticking with Maddox, gets a screen. And then a pass that went behind Wade. Wade was able to reel it in, somehow tip it over to the corner to Lalonde. He's going to get it back for an open look at three. That's no good. Inside, rebound being battled for. Nate Black is able to tiptoe the baseline and avoid going out of bounds, but sent to Emilio Minez. Emilio wasn't able to reel it in, and he loses it out of bounds. It'll stay on this side with Valencia. Baseline left, Maddox to inbound, gets it into Wade, comes out top to De Leon. They work it around the perimeter and go over to the corner. Lopez fires up a three, and he hits it. So Alex Lopez, I should say, with a triple. His second three of the game. Tigers able to work past the Valencia pressure. Herrera drives, gets around his defender, scoop shot, misses everything. He gets his own miss, and then we'll get a foul here on, I think, Lalonde. See if it's Lalonde or Maddox when they post it. It is Lalonde picking up his third. Harlan Gilbert still on the bench for the Tigers. He 3 fouls early. Adrian Herrera gets the inbounds top of the key. Goes corner to Black. Inside they go to Grayson Guetta. Guetta has to pass it back out and got it to Black, who tried to tip it to Herrera. And driving all the way on the other end with the steal and the finish is Alonzo De Leon, and a 30-second timeout called by Alamogordo. And 5 straight points to begin the third. Not what Alamo was looking for to get things started, as the lead swells to 14 for the Jaguars. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll be back.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, 32-18. It's Valencia in front of Alamogordo. 3, and then a steal by Valencia and a lay-in. Tigers will bring Nate Black in the front court. Emilio Minez back into the game. Black comes to the near side to Herrera. Herrera drives the lane. Herrera to the basket. And a shot blocked by Lalonde. And Wade gets the rebound, pushes the other way, or gets the loose ball into the front court. Lopez going to step into a top of the key three. That misses. Rebounding to be grabbed by Wade, but they're going to say that he fouled on the rebound. And it'll be back over to Alamogordo. Not sure if there was just a little gentle shove to, I think that was Nate Black that was inside fighting for the board. Harlan Gilbert's going to come in. Grayson Guetta will check out. And so it is Minez, Gilbert, Kaler, Herrera, and Black on the floor. Full court press here from Valencia. Minez throws it away, was trying to get it to Gilbert, and an easy steal and lay-in from De Leon. Inbounds goes to Herrera. Herrera pushes. Herrera tried to get to Kaler. Kaler had to go off his hands, reeled it in. Minez right wing, puts up a 3, no good. Gilbert gets 3, Gilbert goes back up, and he gets the putback for the Tigers. 36-18, Alamo trail, 6 minutes to go in the third. Racing in the front court is Wade. Wade, pull-up shot right of the lane is no good. Rebound grab by Herrera. Herrera will push. Herrera gives it off to Kaler. Kaler to the glass, can't finish. And just a little bit too strong off the board. And it comes to Maddox on the rebound. Maddox out to the corner. Wade, a couple of ball fakes. Dribbles a few times, then gives it off to Maddox. Maddox pull-up shot. That rattles out. Tip up, back and in. Good for Lopez. So Valencia has put the foot on the pedal here to start the second half and have pushed the lead to 20. Here's Herrera left of the lane. Little ball fake, goes up with the shot. Missed off last, and the rebound by Valencia. Tigers just not the same intensity coming out in the second half as Valencia's had. Pass goes down to the corner, now back inside. Lopez trying to work on Kaler. Lopez shot no good. Minez grabs the rebound. Emilio pushes up the floor. Emilio with the ball at the right wing. He's double teamed, gets it off to Black. Black pull-up shot, back of the rim, no good. Rebound is to Maddox. Maddox pushing up the floor. Maddox all the way to the rack and finishes. And a timeout called by Coach Voigt. And the Tigers are down by 18, 38-20 with 4:54 to go in the third on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be right back.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
11-2 run to begin the second half for Valencia. They lead 38-20 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And exactly the opposite of what the Tigers needed. They trailed by 9 at halftime. Inbounds comes to Harlan Gilbert. Almost lost it. Harlan pushing up the floor. Hasn't played a lot in this game due to foul trouble, but he's going to race all the way to the basket and lay it in. Gilbert's got 4 points, all of the points for the Tigers here in the quarter. But Valencia breaks the pressure easily on the other end. Dodds is going to get it right the lane and go over the top of Gilbert, lay it up and in. Tigers bring it to the front court quickly. Nate Black in the right corner. I'm sorry, Landon Moser in the corner. It's Moser, Gilbert, Black. Not sure where I'm trying. We did have a layup in from Harlan, but on the others, Jason Rodriguez is going to draw the foul. He made the bucket as well and finishes off the three-point play. So it's Alamo down by 21. 4 minutes to go in the third, and almost stolen away. Nate Black is able to reel it in, though. Get it up ahead to Marquez. Marquez from the baseline misses a 7-footer. He's going to try to get the ball back here, and it's going to go out of bounds and over to Valencia. Yeah, about 10 to 12 points there for Alamogordo. That, layups, 6, 7-footers that when those situations you really got to have. And here comes Valencia the other way. Almost getting caught in the air was Rodriguez, but he finds De Leon. Rodriguez gets it back. They work it on the perimeter over in the corner. Selvera drives, kicks it off to De Leon. Inside they go to Lopez. Lopez bodies up on Spencer. Creates a little space and lays it up and in. He's got 7 in the quarter. Tigers down by 23. Guetta still in the backcourt. Got double teamed. Gets it back to Gilbert. Gilbert's going to lose the ball. He's coming in the front court, but it goes right to Spencer, and Spencer will lay it up and in for the Tigers. Clavon with 6. The Tigers down by 21. Crazy how quickly this game sort of got away from the Tigers. A 9-point game in the half. And Valencia has exploded offensively to begin the quarter. And we've got a whistle. It looked like Grayson Guetta had gotten in there and gotten the steal. Wait a minute, they're going to call that red ball and say that Grayson Guerra kicked it. He never kicked it. He got in there and got a hand on. Okay, it is Tiger basketball. Okay. That's the right call there. I thought they were going to give it to Valencia, and she made the correct call, or she changed it up to the correct call. That's what had me confused. kickball will give it to you, but it wasn't the Alamogordo player that did. So the Tigers get the turnover. Adrian Herrera drives and goes up with a runner right to the lane and off the glass and in from a tough angle. And the Tigers devastated on 45-26. Rodriguez races right of the lane, pushes out to the corner to Dodds. Now top of the key with it and losing the handle, and Clavon Spencer coming away with it. Salvera was the one who lost it. And then coming up the floor, there's going to be a foul on Valencia with 2:24 remaining in the third quarter. Sub for Valencia, a couple of subs, as they bring Maddox back on and also Wade. Tigers out there with Herrera, Spencer, Marquez, Gilbert, and Grayson Guetta has come back into the game for the Tigers. Inbounds goes to Gilbert. Gilbert over to the far side to Herrera. Almost tipped away. Gilbert was able to keep it in the half court. Left wing. Gilbert into the lane, gives it off to Spencer. Spencer tries to body his way in, loses the handle, and the loose ball comes to Maddox. Maddox will push it into the front court, give it off to Wade. Wade to the baseline, then back towards the middle of the floor, and gets the shot up and in. Garrett Wade's got 7, and Alamogordo's deficit is back to 21. Gilbert goes to Guetta. Garrett's a free throw line. Has to kick it back outside. Inside to Spencer at the baseline. He's going to have a shot blocked out of bounds, and it'll go to or stay with Alamogordo. And Valencia's done a good job defensively and blocking shots in this game too. 1:41 to go, third quarter on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. It's the Jaguars 47, Tigers 26. Spencer inbounds to Marquez. Marquez gets it inside Black, and Black is going to, oh no, that is not right. That is going to be a foul on the floor. And they're going to get a technical foul on the Tiger bench. So there was a reaction from Coach Voigt. He was unhappy with the foul call, and I think he used some language, and so Nate had pump faked and got the Valencia player to come down on him, and in the same action, he went back up for the next shot, and they said the foul was they said it was on the floor. It looked like they were going to put Nate at the free throw line, so I don't know if they changed their mind or what happened there, but they're going to say that that's on the floor. The Tigers are going to lose possession of the basketball too. That was a terrible call inside there by the officials there. I'm sorry. Nate was going up with the next shot, and they said that it was on the floor, and that's what got Voigt upset with the call, and I don't blame him at all. That was not a good call. They're going to call a foul on the Tigers, a hold inside. And they get the pass inside to Wade, and Wade lays it up and in. 51-26, 1:15 to go in the third. Goes to the middle of the lane to Spencer. Spencer can't get the shot to go, and the loose ball is going to go to Marquez. Herrera is able to grab it off of a loose ball. And then we've got a foul called on Valencia on a reach. And you can understand the frustration. I mean, it by no means what's happening in the game is on the officials, but that's usually how it is when things aren't quite going your way, and you feel like you're also not getting some calls to go your way as well. That's tough. Gilbert with the ball, top of the key. Gives it off to the right wing. Herrera drives, goes up, Oh, that one's in the act of shooting. I'm shocked. Sarcasm, sorry. Definitely in the act of shooting there. And so it'll be Adrian Herrera to the line for 2 free throws. Second foul called on Garrett Wade. And Herrera will rattle home the first free throw. Second goes up, and that's good as well. Adrian's got 6. He's 2 of 2 at the line. Grayson Kaler comes in for Clavon Spencer. Out there with Black, Gilbert, Herrera, and Marquez. 51-28. It's been all Valencia here in this. As they've outscored the Tigers 24-11. Coming to the top of the key is Rodriguez. Some nice fancy dribbling, bring it into the front court. Outside it is Wade. Gives it off to Rodriguez. Over to the right wing to Maddox. And Marquez got a hand on it, almost stole it away. Now it's a battle for it near the scorer's table. And it's going to go off of Lalonde, and the Tigers will get it back as Minez will check in for Gabrin, who read the pass well and forced the turnover. 19 seconds to go. The Tigers have to hold for a last shot. Just probably get into their offense, and they've got to pretty much hurry the rest of the way. There's no playing patient. Nate Black, free throw line jump shot, back of the rim, no good. 10 seconds left, and then inside, Adrian Herrera is going to draw a tie-up. And the possession arrow is going to keep it on this end for the Tigers. Now, you can never criticize this Alamogordo team this year of giving up in any of these games. I feel like they've played hard to the end. It just, big thing offensively, just really have been able to keep pace with a lot of these teams. Pass goes out to the corner. Gilbert fires the 3, and I think they're going to call a foul on Valencia, and Gilbert's going to take 3 free throws. I don't know. The officials are sort of making up for a little bit here after that last call. Don't know what Valencia necessarily did wrong on that play, but Gilbert's going to miss on the first. He gets 3 of these with 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Harlan's got all 4 of his points here in this quarter. Didn't get to play much of the first half due to foul trouble. Harlan brings home the second. And the third free throw is good as well. 6 points for him. The Tigers down 51-30. So 3 seconds left. Tigers got to be smart here. Number one, actually they could commit a foul and it wouldn't be the end of it. Maddox catches it at midcourt, goes up with a shot, and well, I think the Tigers got away with one there. Looked like Maddox probably got fouled as he put up the shot. Valencia's also got to be careful to not come off the bench. After that foul, one of the players kind of got up. All right. Well, neither coach seems to be really happy with the officiating in this game, especially after that call. All right. It's 51-30 on the Rich Simotor scoreboard, third quarter. Valencia leads Alamogordo. Do want to let you guys know Clemson's up 3-0 on Notre Dame in the college ball playoff semifinal. We're hopefully going to get you guys to the second half of that game. We've got girls basketball coming up for you next as they face off against Cibola. That'll be directly following this, which is the 5th place game on the boys' side. This will be the consolation side of the bracket finishing up here, and the championship side of the bracket will be coming up on the girls' side next. The first game of that will be the 3rd place game between Alamogordo and Cibola. Well, I've talked through the entire quarter break, so we're just going to go ahead and keep it right here. So inbound near sideline, Lalonde will inbound to Rodriguez. Going to the right wing and driving. Maddox able to get past the defender and lost the basketball and gets it back, though, and puts it up and in. Pushing up the floor. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on Valencia. And I believe it'll be free throws coming up for the Tigers. 1-1 for Harlan Gilbert as he came up the floor. Was fouled by Jake Maddox, who got the fourth foul. All right, so the 1-1 for Gilbert, who had 6 points in that third quarter. He leads the way with Spencer and also Herrera, all with 6. And now he leads the Tigers in scoring as he makes the first free throw. Second free throw is good as well. Running the baseline, Rodriguez. He'll inbound it to Lalonde, then back to Rodriguez. Tigers trap Rodriguez in the backcourt, gets to Lalonde. Lalonde up ahead to Wade, and Valencia breaks the pressure. Comes back between the circles, Wade to Rodriguez, then back to Wade. Fires up a left corner three, that's no good. Black grabs the rebound. Nate pushing the pressure across the timeline to the top of the key. Tried to feed a pass into Spencer. It's knocked away by Lalonde. And here comes Valencia the other way. Driving from the right wing and in, and laying it up and in is Lalonde, who's got 4. Tigers ball in the backcourt. Coming across the timeline is Gilbert. Gilbert to the top of the key, gives it off to Minez. Minez tries to drive in, has his pocket picked by Wade. Wade goes up with a shot left of the lane, and Harlan Gilbert is going to pick up a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Lalonde, it looks like. I'm sorry, that was Wade that was driving to the rim. I'm sorry. Actually, they called Minez on the fouls. That's a little bit of a break for the Tigers. That's the third. That would have been the 4th on Harlan. And the free throw up and good for Wade. He's into double figures with 10 points. Nate Black will come out of the game. Cleavon Spencer's back in for the Tigers. 56-32. Jaguars leading Alamogordo. And the free throw misses. The rebound is grabbed by Valencia, but that was one the Tigers probably should have had in there. Had 3 white jerseys around, and one of the Valencia players snuck in and grabbed it. And then driving to the basket off a pass is Lalonde. He's fouled. And I think this might be the 4th on, no, it's the 1st on Adrian. So Herrera picks up the foul. And it'll be Garrett Lalonde to the line for the first time. And he'll get 2 shots. 4 points in the game, make it 5 as he hits the free throw. Second free throw will front rim, back rim, and a roll in for Garrett Lalonde. 58-32, the Tigers trail. Spencer gets the ball from Gilbert into the front court. Here's Minez. Minez drives the lane, goes up with the floater, and a nice little teardrop shot from 13 feet out. It's good. And the Tigers trail 58-34. First bucket of the day for Emilio Minez. Driving the lane is De Leon, knocked away by Harlan Gilbert out of bounds. And it'll stay on this side with Valencia. Lopez able to curl around the screen, get into the lane, go up with a right hand little baby hook, and that's good. Lopez with 14 for the Jags. Their lead improves to 26. Minez gets the ball in the front court from Gilbert. Back to Harlan. Back to Emilio. They get it to Spencer in the middle of the zone. A little up and under move from Clavon, but off the glass and misses. And the rebound is pulled in by Valencia. 5:45 to go. Lalonde, or I should say DeLeon, works it to the left elbow, then gets it back out. And this is Lalonde with it top of the key. DeLeon at the left wing, over left corner, Wade. Lopez trying to get some post space inside against Kaler. I'm surprised Grayson didn't call for a foul. Looked like he was pinning the arm of Lopez. Lopez is going to flash out to the corner, put up a three. That one's going to go over the top of the backboard, and it'll be Tiger basketball. Should say off the rim and then over the top of the backboard. 5:20 remaining in the fourth. Nate Black comes back on. Spencer will check out. Inbounds goes to Harlan Gilbert. Gilbert gives it off to Black. Black will get in between the defense and go for a pull-up shot just in front of the free throw line. That's good. Nate's got 6. Tigers down by 24. Coming up the floor, bounce pass over to the right corner to DeLeon. Drives the lane, has his shot blocked, and they're going to call a foul on Adrian Herrera. Adrian picking up his second. It's the 7th team foul on Alamogordo. Both teams are in the single bonus. Valencia sitting on 8 team fouls. And it'll be 2 free throws for Alonzo DeLeon, who's got 6, his first trip to the line this afternoon. And he will rattle home the first. And the second free throw good as well. 8 points for him. 62-36. Tigers down by 26. Emilio Minez quickly into the front court. Fakes a pass, drives the basket, and lays it up and in. Emilio Minez with 4 points. Quickly the other way with it, and numbers is Valencia all the way to the basket. Lalonde is going to miss his shot, and the rebound tipped to Black. Black up ahead to Kaler. Kaler left of the lane. Kaler a little Euro step move through, and they're going to call a block on Valencia. And that one I think was the right call. And it'll be Grayson Kaler to the line for a pair of free throws. Called the foul on Lopez. It's his 3rd. Kaler will rattle home the first. All of his points coming from the stripe today. He's 3 of 3. Speaking of threes, again, if you're tuning in for the college ball playoff semifinal, Cotton Bowl, Notre Dame, Clemson, they're tied at 3, 4:31 to go in the first. 4:35 to go in the fourth quarter of the first game of our doubleheader as Kaler will bring home the second, 62-40. And the inbound stolen away by Emilio Minez. Emilio Minez the baseline, gets it outside to Gilbert. Harlan will get it off to Black. Right wing fires a 3. That goes off the glass and in. And a timeout call by Valencia. 4:24 to go in the fourth. The Tigers have cut the deficit to 19. 62-43 your score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Jaguars lead the Tigers, and we'll be right back.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Valencia 62, Alamogordo 43, 4:24 to go in the fourth. Tigers trying to make a late run to make this interesting, and Harlan Gilbert is going to foul Harris on downs. It'll be Harlan's fourth, and on the other side, Nayati Harris will 1-1. And the free throw is good. Misses on the second, and the rebound is pulled in by Emilio Minez, and then we're going to get a foul on Valencia as Minez comes up the floor, and Emilio's willing to shoot 2 free throws here. It's double bonus now here in the fourth quarter. Just a reminder, Alamogordo girls basketball is coming up next. They'll take on Cibola. You can listen to it. We're not going anywhere. We'll be with you to the all the way to the end of that game, as Emilio will get a nice roll off the heel of the rim there as it died and fell into the cylinder. So he makes the first. Minez will miss on the second, and the rebound grabbed by Lalonde, and then a foul called. Yeah, call foul on Valencia. Okay. I think they got the wrong person on the foul, though. They called Harris. I thought it was Lalonde that should have gotten the foul call there. So it'll be Nate Black that'll go to the line for 2 free throws here. Makes the first. 18-point game now. Black will miss back of the rim on the first. So it goes 1 of 2 of the line. 63-45. Valencia leads Alamogordo. Maddox brings it in the front court. Guarded by Minez. And then Minez will bump Maddox, and that'll put him at the line. So we're going to turn this into a free throw contest. Well, we were on schedule, doing pretty well. We started this game a little bit before 1:30. This game is going to change that. And, you know, I said it right off the bat that this one was being called tighter than I had seen most of the games in this tournament. Just, I don't know if you can blame, you know, these teams maybe being a little more physical, but I don't know. I've seen just as much physical play in either games, and you're just going to get that sometimes where it's going to be called a little bit tighter than it is by others. That's just how it goes. 14 for Maddox as he makes both free throws and pushes Valencia's lead back out to 20. Minez gets the right wing to Gilbert, working on the perimeter. Landon Moser came back into the game, and Gilbert's going to have the ball taken away from him by De Leon, and De Leon races to the other end and lays it up and in. He's got 10. 67-45. The Tigers they've been better at in recent games is one-on-one. Them with the ball, losing it. Early this season, they had some more trouble with that. Moser tries a little skip pass that is going to go out of bounds last off of Lalonde. He touched it, and boy, it was lucky that Minez didn't go off of him. Adrian Herrera is going to come into the game. It'll be for Moser. Herrera, Kaler, Black, Minez, and Gilbert on the floor for Alamogordo. 3:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. And looks like Valencia is going to win the consolation championship or the 5th place game. Driving the baseline is Herrera. Good feed to Kaler, who misses on the first and was able to tip him back in. He's got 6 points. Tigers putting pressure on in the backcourt. Maddox and De Leon going back and forth with it. Valencia breaks the pressure and driving all the way to the basket and finishing. Probably should have been a foul as well on the Tigers, but Lalonde lays it up and in. 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Tigers down 9-47. Black at the left wing. Gets it in the lane to Kaler. Kaler, turnaround shot, goes off the front of the rim, no good. And Maddox will grab the rebound. Maddox, top of the key, gets it off to the right wing, now right corner. Skip pass, and they work it on the perimeter. Wade now drives the lane, has the ball knocked away, and the Tigers quickly the other way with it. Here is Minez all the way to the basket, and he lays it up and in. Emilio's got 7, all of it coming here in the fourth quarter. Tigers down by 20. 2:25 to go fourth quarter. This one just getting played out. Driving to the basket, Silvera. Silvera's run is no good, and Kaler comes away with the rebound, gives it off to Gilbert. Gilbert between the circles, left corner Herrera. Herrera going baseline, goes up with the runner. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound being fought for. Herrera is able to get to it, and on the floor, passes it to Black. Black gets it inside to Kaler. Kaler tries an up and under move, off the glass, no good. Gets his own miss. Kaler trying to work his way from underneath the basket, jumps up and is going to draw the foul. Not sure if it's Lalonde or it is Lalonde, it looks like. And he'll pick up his 4th. 2 free throws for Grayson Kaler. And he is 4 of 4 at the stripe. And we'll make the first. Nate Black comes out of the game, and Grayson Guetta is back in for the Tigers. 69-50, 1:53 to go in the game. And Kaler, front rim, back rim, and in. And he'll check out for Clavon Spencer. Kaler 6 in the fourth quarter and 8 points for the game. Inbounds goes to Wade. Spencer guarding him in the backcourt. Tigers come up to double team him. And Gilbert almost jumped in front of a pass, but it's pulled in by Lalonde. Lalonde finds Maddox from the other side of the floor, cutting to the basket, and plays it up and in. Tigers will bring it into the front court with 1:30 remaining here in the fourth. But are going to lose it inside, and Valencia will get it back. De Leon with the ball near midcourt. Over to the right side. Salvetta. Lalonde, guarded by Guetta. Picks up his dribble near midcourt. Wade comes to him and gets the pass. Wade dribbles Spencer. And Valencia, I think, just working some clock here on the outside as they'll take this under a minute to go with a 20-point lead. De Leon with it near midcourt. Mine is on him. Spencer comes out to Wade, who has the basketball. Give it to Lalonde. Out to the corner. And they're just going to work on the perimeter here and just let this one come to an end unless we get a foul. Certainly don't seem to be in any hurry to shoot the basketball. Tigers are turning up the pressure a little bit. Driving and a kick underneath to Maddox. Maddox could have shot it from inside, but he's going to bring it back out. Over in the left corner, De Leon gets it out to Wade. And the Tigers continue trying to work here, but Valencia content to just run this one out. And they will steal it away, the Tigers. But the outlet pass up ahead to Minez is going to go out of bounds. He's able to save it and throw it off of, look like Salvetta. Tigers will, I don't know, they're going to say it was last off of Alamogordo. I thought that went off of Salvera. Now 5 seconds left, and they don't even have to get it across the midcourt line. And that'll do it. 71-51, your final score. Alamogordo falls in the 5th place game of the Village of Los Lunas tournament. Girls basketball coming up next. Handshakes at midcourt, and Cibola taking the floor. Alamogordo will do so in just a second as well, and we'll have that game coming up for you. We'll wrap up this one first, coming up after a break. Again, your final score on the Richardson Motors scoreboard is Valencia 71, Alamogordo 51. We'll be right back.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. It's mid-game game? Post-game for the boys, pre-game for the girls. And our Tiger basketball doubleheader. Alamogordo boys fall 71-51 to Valencia. Alamogordo girls are warming up right now, getting ready to take on Cibola next. This is the third place game of the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament on the ladies' side. Do want to let you know, if you're tuning in for the college ball playoff national semifinal, 3-3 your score. They're getting ready to come to the end of the first quarter between Notre Dame and Clemson in the Cotton Bowl. Think we'll be able to get you guys to the second half or early in the second half of that game. But, of course, we got girls basketball coming up for you next. And as I always say, we're going to bring you Tiger Sports first off over anything else here on ESPN Alamogordo. For Alamogordo boys, the third quarter was the huge difference. You could say first and third quarter. Tigers got outscored 14-4 in the first. And then the third quarter, Valencia just put the game away. Tigers were down by 9, and it was an 11-2 run to open, and Valencia had found themselves up by 26 at one point, I think in the third quarter. Tigers, a little bit more balanced in the fourth quarter. They stayed with Valencia, but you can probably point to 3 things. The Tigers missing some shots that they should have made, in close shots that are ones that that you got to have. Turnovers leading to fast break chances for Valencia a lot, and you could overall just look at the way the Tigers played defensively, even in the half court, just not good enough overall, especially when those runs happened. Tigers still a work in progress, and you're seeing better things at times, and I still like the fight of this group. I still think they're working, trying to get better. We knew they were young. We knew it was going to be a bit of a challenge this year for the Tigers. It was a combination of, I know we say young. They're all young. But more importantly, lack of experience at the varsity level for a lot of the players. And we saw Harlan a decent amount last year, and Grayson and a few others, Nate obviously, but new coach into the system as well. I like what Coach Voigt is doing. I think, you look at the balanced nature of this team. They can pretty much play everybody on their roster 1 through 10, and they can score, and they can do the things that they need to. It's just a lot of it is just a lot of execution for the Tigers, and if they can, I think, get better in a few spots, that it's not a postseason team this year, but you see the potential. And maybe I'm being a little homerish, and I'm being a little optimistic with that. It could be. I'll definitely be honest with that, but I still think that there's a possibility for the Tigers to continue to show improvement this year. And district's going to be a beast. There's no doubt. Cruces and Centennial and Mayfields. That's going to be defensively for the Tigers. They're going to really have to show improvement when they have to go up against a Division I recruit. Tigers haven't had to do that yet this year. When they see Satterfield, that's going to be a challenge. And what Las Cruces does defensively is a challenge. And I don't know. We'll certainly see. A little bit of a break for the Tigers. They won't play again until January 4th, which is next Friday, when they host El Paso Franklin back at the Tiger Pit for the first time. Gosh, when were we at home last time? 15th of December, something like that. All right, girls are coming up next. They're warming up. We'll talk about what their tournament has been so far, and we'll also talk about Cibola. We've got about 10 minutes till tip, so stay with us. Alamogordo girls in the third-place game of the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament coming up next versus the Cibola Cougars. Don't you go anywhere.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. We are back here at Los Lunas High School. Alamogordo girls playing for third place against Cibola. Alamo ends up with a win on Thursday, 63-37, as they beat Shiprock. Tougher night last night as they came up short to Los Lunas. 53-25 was the final score there. And so now they'll take on a Cibola team. Cibola coming in at 2-6 into this game. They picked up a win in their opener against. I I got to pull up the bracket. There's been too much basketball these last few days. Tried to remember all this stuff. The Cibola girls beat Valencia to open up the tournament, and they lost to Gallup yesterday. I think that was a pretty close game yesterday, wasn't it? Against Gallup, 48-37. Gallup is very good, and Gallup and Los Lunas will be a very good game tonight in the girls' championship. And by the way, Santa Fe versus Los Lunas will be very good in the boys' championship game tonight. The Alamo girls, meanwhile, trying to bounce back, had a tough day against Los Lunas last night. Just could not get going offensively, and I think they did some pretty good things. It was just, it felt like a lid on the rim in some cases on some easy shots that did not fall. So certainly need a better offensive effort. I'm sure Coach Vigil will say defensively they didn't do good enough last night, or do well enough last night, I should say. And I know that they're trying to be a great defensive team, and certainly not what they wanted against Los Lunas last night. But chance to bounce back, and Cibola is certainly down from their standards. They've been very good the last few years. They've also had some exceptional talent on that team. They were 26-3 last year before losing. I think they get the state title game. I think they lost the state title game, so they lost to Hobbs in the state championship in 6A last year. Went 18-10 the year before that. Lost in the first round of the state playoffs. They were state champion within the last few years. Is it 15-16? Now they lost, I think, in the state title game in 2015-16. Must have been the year before that. So they've been to 3 state championship games in recent years. Yeah, it was the year before that they won the state title. So certainly there's a good pedigree, but they're off to a tough start this year. This is a team that's won 27 and 26 and 25 games in 3 of the last 4 years, and they've already lost 6 to Beaks this year. So kind of an unusual deal for the Cibola program, but again, you've got a Division I talent that graduates, and you probably certainly had some other talented players out of that group as well, and so it's a different group. They're very young, by the way. Alamo maybe will take some advantage of that, especially defensively. We've talked about how when you've got a bunch of sophomores and younger on the team, that sometimes a senior-laden group like Alamo maybe can take advantage a little bit of that. So we'll see what happens. Lady Tigers are going to be in their home white jerseys for this one. Cibola is going to be in their road brown jerseys, and it's coming up for you next. Alamogordo girls versus the Cibola ladies right here on ESPN Alamogordo. Don't you go anywhere.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Starters for Alamogordo, Brianna Bickham. Justice Martin, Faith Silva, Michaela Jones, who led the Tigers with 10 points last night, and Callista Jacob on the floor. Alamo in their home whites with black numerals and gold outlining, and I guess they're tiger print or tiger prod on the shorts. They also have them on the black shorts too. It's kind of a unique look. Cibola in their road jerseys with yellow numerals and white outlining, and the tip is controlled by Alamogordo. Faith Silva will grab it, and we're underway here in the third place game of the Village of Los Lunas Holiday Tournament as Brianna Bickham gets the ball near midcourt, rather between the circles. Now they give it off to Jones, top of the key. Man-to-man for Cibola. Coach Vigil yelling out instructions from the Tiger bench. Actually, must be somebody else from the Tiger bench. I can be a ventriloquist over there. Alamo still working the ball on the perimeter. Martin goes to the free throw line, tries to create some separation. Faith Silva, top of the key, a three. That rattles out for her. The rebound is grabbed by Valencia, and we're going to get a foul on Alamogordo. That was Grace Salmon with the rebound. She's a starter. So is Sophia Senna, number 0. Number 14, Isabel Montoya. Ball goes over the far side to number 11 to Asia Himur. I think I have that right. And then number 24, Aurelia Haskey. So ball over in the right corner. Right wing, a shot attempt. Going up with it is Salmon. She's going to get fouled. And 2 early fouls here in Alamogordo. Jones picked up the first. Faith Silva picks up that one. A minute gone here in the first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And free throw back to back good. Kind of takes it with the right hand and brings it down to her hip and pushes it up. It's going to be a lane violation on Alamogordo, but the free throw is good, so no issues there. And Callista Jacob will inbound for Alamogordo. See what kind of pressure Cibola. No pressure at all. They were backpedaling towards midcourt and thought maybe they were going to go into a trap. They do not. Silva with it at the right wing. Bickham works around to the corner. Jacob throws it inside to Jones. Little turnaround, high off the glass. Not able to get it to go. Fight for it on the floor now, and we've got a jump ball called, and the possession arrow to Cibola. I think that was Senna that was on the floor. Trying to grab that. Salmon with the basketball, gets it over to the far side. Haskey gets it across the timeline, working to the baseline and going up with a scoop shot and a pretty bucket there from Asia Himur. And it's a 3-0 lead for Cibola. 6:12 to go in the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Bickham got at the elbow but had it taken away from her by Montoya. Montoya quickly up ahead. Bounce pass attempted by Senna is going to go out of bounds. She was trying to get it to Ullman, who was cutting Rod Lane in transition. And it'll go back over to Alamogordo. I've been impressed with Cibola's defense so far, causing some problems for Alamogordo. Jacob comes off a screen from Jones. Set another one. Jacob goes the other way. Corner 3 from Silva is good. Rolled in, front rim, back rim, and then got the kind iron, and we're tied. 3-3 with 5:38 to go in the first. Working it up the floor. A little hesitation move and bringing it back is Himur. Now out to the top of the key. Montoya goes out to the corner. 3 on the way, and that is going to rattle out for Himur, and it'll go out of bounds. Last off of, oh, they're going to call a foul, actually, on Cibola, as Asia Himur gets in on there and try to grab the rebound, but fouled one of the Lady Tigers. Inbounds goes to Silva, and then back to Jacob. Just a bit of token pressure for Cibola. 5:15 to go first quarter, and Alamo tied 3-3. Jacob between the circles, gets it to Silva. We've got a whistle and a moving screen on Brianna Bickham, and she'll pick up her first. Third team foul on Alamogordo. Inbounds coming up for Montoya. And working it up the floor here is Salmon. Gets to Humor. Humor top of the key. She's going to decide to turn around and come back with it. Off the left wing to Haskey. Montoya works it over to the right wing. Now over to the right corner. Humor. And they work it on the perimeter. Inside, Senna wanted the basketball, couldn't get it to her. Humor tries to go up with a runner from outside the lane, had it knocked away, but the loose ball comes to Senna. Montoya now from the left elbow goes up with the runner, and she gets a roll in from the front of the rim in. Isabel Montoya with her first points, and 4:32 to go now in the first quarter, with Cibola leading Alamogordo 5-3. Bounce pass goes to Jones. Jones holds it over her head. Gets it off to Martin. Martin between the circles. Right to Bickham. Silva, top of the key. Ball fake. Dribbles into the lane. Goes up with the runner, and she gets the kind roll as well. Back rim, front rim, and in, and Silva's got 5 here in the quarter. 4:04 to go in the first, and it's a 5-5 game. Pass to the middle of the floor is stolen away by Brianna Bickham. Bickham gets it off to Jacob. Jacob works the baseline and had the ball knocked away. It's going to be last off of a Cibola player. And it'll be Lady Tiger basketball. 3:53 to go in the first on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Silva will inbound here at the near sideline. Gets it off to Martin, and Martin will walk it to midcourt. Man-to-man defense for Cibola. They clear out the right side for Martin. Martin tried to drive it to the basket. Basket cut off, and she's going to travel. Picked up her dribble, and it was good defense there by Himura. Probably Heimer. Let's go Heimer. I think I'm trying to fancy that up a little bit too much. Lady Tigers are going to get the steal, but a battle for it on the floor as Montoya is able to get it, and she's going to find her teammate Haskey cutting to the basket, and she's going to lay it up and in. First points of the day for Aurelia Haskey. Bickham out between the circles. Sit off to Jones. Hold the ball over her head. Silva, top of the key, gets space, fires up the 3, and she hits it. All 8 points from Alamogordo coming from Faith Silva. 3:02 to go in the first. And the Lady Tigers lead the Lady Cougars 8-7. Heimer with the basketball. Trying to force a pass through. Was able to get a hand back on it. And she came near midcourt, but it's going to deflect out of bounds and last off of the Lady Cougars. And it's Lady Tiger basketball. Well, already it feels like a better offensive game for Alamogordo. And defensively, they've certainly forced a fair share of turnovers early on. Top of the key with it. It's Bickham, left wing Jacob. Gets a screen from Brianna. Top of the key. She'll fire up a triple, and she'll hit it. Make sure that is a 3. It is a 3, so Callista Jacob knocks down the three-pointer. And it's an 11 to lead now for Alamogordo. Into the front court with it, it's Senna. Senna is going to lose it. And she's going to be fouled. The reason why she lost it is Brianna Bickham will pick up the foul. First sub for Alamogordo, Darian Cosgrave will come in. Bickham picked up her second there. Losing the basketball here near midcourt is Montoya, but she gets it back. Senna is going to drive all the way to the basket. Senna with a nice move. Had the ball kind of at her left hip, shifted it to her right hand, and went up the scoop shot off the glass. Sophia Senna with the lay-in, and it's an 11-9 difference. 2:08 to go first quarter. Alamogordo leads Cibola by 2. Left wing, it's Cobb with it from Jacob. She holds on to it, gives it off to Silva. Silva passes to her left to Jones. Jones to left wing. Dribbles once and gives it off to Martin. Martin left wing extended, continues to dribble. Still man-to-man defense for Cibola. Jacob goes off to Bickham. To Martin. Jacob off a screen from Cosgrave. Hands it off to Martin. Martin to the top of the key. And Alamo being very patient offensively here. They've got a 2-point lead under 90 seconds to go. Martin being harassed here by Heimer. Top of the key, Silva will get it off to Jacob. Now it's Martin, a nice spin move at the elbow. Gives it off to Jones. Back to Martin in the lane. Martin dribbles a couple of times, has to pass it back out, and gets it off to Silva. 1 minute remaining. First quarter, Jones nearly has it taken away. And the ball goes to Jacob. 50 seconds to go. Top of the key, Cosgray, right wing over to Jones. Jacob off a screen from Jones. Jacob to the free throw line, now hands it back off to Silva. And, boy, Alamo may end up taking the last shot here of the quarter. By the way, 9-3 Clemson is in front of Notre Dame in the college ball playoff semifinal. Alamo girls are going to go inside here to Jones. She'll be fouled. Be an inbounds play coming up for the Lady Tigers. Just a second foul on the Cougars. But, like I said, we're hopefully going to get you to the second half of the Cotton Bowl once we're done here. Silva able to get it into Jones. 30 seconds remaining, and Michaela's going to travel. So 29.2 seconds left here in the first. It's the Lady Tigers 11, the Lady Cougars 9 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Bounce pass comes into Heimer. Heimer. Pardon me. Dribbled back near the end line and stepped on it, so it goes back over to Alamogordo. Turnover by the Lady Cougars. Silva tries to put the ball into Jones. It's too far, and Cosgray is able to track it down at the near sideline. They're going to get a foul on Cibola with 22.3 seconds remaining. Third team foul, and Sophia Senna picks up her second. She'll check out, and we'll see number 21 for the first time. And I don't have 21 on my roster. And I checked it beforehand. Anyway, steal by Cibola with 14 seconds left. Heimer brings it into the front court. Right wing, Heimer fires up a three that's no good. She's going to get her own miss here. It's batted around, but she's going to lose it out of bounds over to the Lady Tigers. That is Brecken Baxter. Okay. Inbounds goes off of Martin's hands. There was only 0.4 of a second left in the first, and it'll be the end of the first. Alamogordo 11, Cibola 9 in the girls' third place game at the Village of Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. We'll be right back.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Start of the second quarter on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Alamogordo leads Cibola 11 in the girls' third place game. Faith Silva with the ball in the left corner. Alamo's going right to left here in the first half. Alicia Munoz up for the first time. Alicia going to put up the shot from right of the lane. It's no good, but she draws the foul, and she'll get 2 free throws. Faith Silva led the way in that first quarter for Alamogordo with 8 points, knocked down a couple of threes. Callista Jacob had 3 points as well. And Munoz to the line here. And will miss on the first. Second free throw is in. And Alamo's lead goes to 9. Alamo pressuring in the backcourt. On the timeline, Penn is going to work it over the far side, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Alamogordo. Alicia Munoz picks up her first, and it'll be the 5th team foul on Alamo. Inbounds goes to Salmon. I'm sorry, this is Montoya with it. I think Salmon did have it, handed it off to her. Goes back to Salmon, and a reach going to come in on Callista Jacob. That'll be her first, 6th-team foul. Near sideline inbounds goes to Montoya. Bounce pass goes over to the corner. Now top of the key. They go inside. Baxter's got it. Left corner 3. It's no good. Rebound was in the hand of a Lady Tiger, but knocked away from her. Grabbed by Salmon. And now outside with it with Montoya. Salmon top of the key. Gets to the left wing. Now passes it back out. They go inside to Baxter. Baxter from middle of the lane. Misses on the shot, but another offensive board for Cibola. A putback attempt by Salmon is no good, and this time Alamogordo does get the rebound as Silva will bring it to the front court for Alamogordo. Top of the key. Faith keeps her dribble, then gets it over to Jacob at the left wing. Give it off to Kylie Purcell, who came into the game at the quarter break as well. Now a long 3 from Faith Silva. That's no good. Inside, Cosgray had a chance to rebound, but gets away from her. And up the floor that comes Montoya for Cibola. They trail 12-9. 6:15 to go second quarter. Top of the key. Salmon drives left of the lane. High off the glass. Shot no good. Baxter gets the rebound. That shot is no good. And Cosgray caused the problem there. The Cibola bench wanted a foul but didn't get it. And Alicia Munoz will dribble the ball near midcourt. Gets it off to Purcella. Purcella to Cosgray. It's Jacob right wing. Callista fires up a triple. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Cibola. Up the floor that comes Montoya. Across the timeline at the far sideline. Dribbles to the left wing. Now swings it over to the right wing. 3 on the way from there. That's going to miss everything. And shot missed by Tirza Penn. Baxter will come out of the game, and we'll see Ebony Winfield for the first time for Cibola. Brianna Bickham back in for the Tigers. So is Justice Martin. Alicia Munoz, Faith Silva, and Kylie Purcell will stay on the floor. So it's Martin to bring it across timeline for Alamogordo. They lead 12-9, 5.5 minutes to go in the second. Ball at the left wing, it's Bickham. Gets it off to Munoz between the circles. And we're going to get an offensive foul inside. I think Purcella is going to get called for a moving screens. So Kylie Purcella gets called for a foul away from the basketball. It's her first, and the 7th team foul is registered to the Lady Tigers. Inbounds to Salmon, who gets it across she was going to get it across timeline and dribble back towards it. I'm sorry, that was Gomez. And Alamogordo with the steal, tried to get to the basket. So Silva or Munoz that did, but now we've got a battle for the basketball on the floor at the top of the key, and they're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Cibola. Inbounds goes to Penn. Alamogordo continues to pressure. It's ahead to Gomez. Left corner. That's Winfield's. And they'll bring it back towards midcourt. Not a very good pass there. They were trying to take it from basically midcourt to underneath the basket. And Alamo gets an easy steal. Jacob with the ball, dribbling near midcourt. Ball over the right wing to Martin. They give it off to Bickham. Left wing to Jacob. Now a good feed inside to Purcella. And Purcella tried to go up with the shot. They're just going to have her, lose it out of bounds. I thought it was going to be a foul, but they're just going to say out of bounds off of her. So it's 4:38 to go in the second. Cibola basketball. Inbounds comes to Penn. And battle for the basketball. Alamogordo is going to force a turnover. And it's been a little helter-skelter on both sides here. Nobody's really found some rhythm. Bounce pass inside from Bickham to Jones. Jones tries to go up and under, but she's got the ball taken away from her with 4:24 to go in the second. Just 1 point in this quarter, and that belonging to the Lady Tigers as we cross the 4-minute mark. We're about to cross the 4-minute mark. Montoya dribbles the left wing, kicks it out to the corner. Top of the key, Winfields. Right wing, gives it off to Montoya. Gets a screen from Winfield. Pass over to the far side, and a travel going to be called on Penn. And we're back over to the Lady Tigers. 3:58, the 8th, second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Inbounds goes to Martin, and she'll bring it across midcourt for Alamo. They try to go top of the key to Jacob, but the ball goes through her hands. And up the floor that comes Cibola. Salmon fakes right, drives the lane from the wing, and misses, but she gets her own miss. Tried to bring it back outside to Montoya, but stolen away by Jacob. Jacob feeds it ahead. Good feed from Martin to Munoz, who's fouled. Alicia Munoz with the bucket. And the chance of an and one. Passes there from Callista Jacob to Justice Martin to Alicia Munoz as Alamo ran the floor well there and got the easy lay-in. And Munoz will try to hit the free throw and give Alamogordo a 5-point or 6-point lead. They're up 14-9 with 3:30 remaining on the second. And Alicia makes it. Here comes Cibola the other direction. Across midcourt comes Salmon. Works it out to the corner to Penn, to Montoya. They go inside to Baxter. Baxter, not a great shot there from in the lane, but the loose ball is pulled in by Penn. Now we've got 2 or 3 players going for the ball. The ball coming towards midcourt. Baxter, Munoz, and Martin all dove for it. It's going to end up as a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give it to Alamogordo. Okay. Thought for a second they were going to have Cibola inbound, but the last arrow went towards the Cougars. It'll be Martin getting the inbounds. Guarded by Salmon. Gets it over to the left corner to Bickham. Bickham trying to go top of the key. We see Jaden Kruger into the game for the first time for the Lady Tigers. Munoz is going to be fouled by Baxter. That's going to be the 6th-team foul and be the bonus next time for the Lady Tigers. 2:53 to go in the second. Alamo 15, Cibola 9. See Faith Silva come back to the game. Callista Jacob will check out. I don't think Faith is in foul trouble. Just giving her a rest, or her normal rest there. Coming to the right wing is Munoz. Munoz had it tipped away from her, but gathered it back in. And a timeout called by Coach Vigil. He wants to talk it over. 30-second timeout on the floor. 2:42 to go in the second on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And we'll come right back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
$15-9 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 2:42 to go in the second. Alamogordo leads Cibola, third-place game of the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. Inbounds goes to Martin. By the way, it's 9-3 Clemson, still 5:47 to go in the second of the Cotton Bowl. Again, we'll get you to that game as soon as we're done here. Faith Silva at the free throw line is going to miss the jump shot. And the rebound by the Lady Cougars. Senna comes up the floor, bounce pass to Salmon. Salmon able to drive the basket, but she shorts a runner. She had a wide open lane to the bucket, but didn't put enough on that. And here comes Silva action for the Lady Tigers. Alicia Munoz, right wing, fires up a three. Too strong on that. Kruger fighting for the rebound with Senna. Ball squirts through Senna's legs and reeled in by a Lady Cougar. And they've got numbers here, 2-on-1, but they're going to turn it over. Good job by Jaden Kruger. She sort of forced a bad pass there from Salmon. I think she heard footsteps of Kruger coming behind her and threw the ball at the feet of her teammate Baxter. And it'll be back over to Alamo. Munoz, Martin, Bickham, Kruger, And Silva on the floor for Alamogordo, and Silva will bring in the front court as we cross 2 minutes to go in the second. 15-9, Alamogordo leads. Silva top of the key, gets it off left wing to Martin. She holds it, now dribble top of the key. A little hesitation drive, gives it off to Zanos. Now to Kruger. It's Bickham. Bickham, a little stutter step move, gives it off to Silva. Silva works her way into the lane, puts up a tough shot, couldn't get the roll off the glass and rim and in, and the rebound grabbed by the Lady Cougars. Haskey able to bring into the front court. Gets it to the right wing. And they get it over to the left side. Back to Montoya. Baxter working her way inside. Ooh, she got away with the travel, but she gets blocked. Nice block there by Justice Martin. And Martin will push it up the floor for Alamo. Minute 15 remaining here in the second quarter. Martin top of the key with the basketball, and she continues to dribble. Now back towards midcourt. Gets a screen from Bickham. Goes to the right wing. Sends over to the left wing to Munoz. Now to Martin. Back to Alicia. Munoz trying to work her way past Baxter. Able to do so to the baseline, but she gets cut off on some help defense and has to go back outside to Martin with 45 seconds left. Martin dribbles to the elbow. Almost traveled with it. Gets it to Munoz. Munoz will bring it back outside. She has it between the circles. Munoz goes left corner. Gets it to Martin. She'll fire up a three. That rolls, or goes high off the front of the rim. No good. Boy, Martin nearly fouled on the play, but pushing up the floor comes Cibola. Baxter gets it middle lane. Bounce pass over to the corner, and a mid-range jumper is up and in from Tier 10. And those are the first points of the quarter for Cibola with about 15 left. So Alamo will take the last shots, and those of Alamo's been lighting up the board. They've got 4 points in the quarter. All those from Munoz. 6 seconds left. He gets to Silva left wing. Silva off-balance shot, front of the rim, no good. Not an especially good look, and Baxter was trying to bring it up the floor, and wasn't going to be much time for her to do anything with it. So an offensive slugfest, not the case here. 15-11 after one half of play. Alamogordo leads Cibola, but certainly a lot of defense and patient offense on both sides. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Back here at Los Lunas High School and the Village of Los Lunas Holiday Tournament in its final day. We're in the third place game on the girls bracket. Alamogordo leads Cibola 15-11. Well, not a whole lot of offense, and certainly a fair amount of turnovers on both ends. Just was not pretty first half of play, I think, for either side, but close game. Both teams have certainly, got to feel good about, still being in it. But, yeah, credit Cibola and some of their defense they played. I think Alamo's forced Cibola in a lot of bad shots. But I think Alamo's going to feel like they probably should be a little bit better off at this point in this game with the things that they've done defensively. But such as it is. 8 points for Faith Silva, 4 points for Alicia Munoz, 3 points for Calista Jacob. Those are your scores. Cibola's got 5 ladies with 2 points apiece. Sophia Sena, Asia Heimer, Isabel Montoya, Aurelia Haskey, and Tirza Penn, and 1 point for Salmon. But we haven't really seen any big runs on either side. Alamo pushed out to a 15-9 game. 6 points is easily the biggest lead either team has had. It's just been a bit of a challenge for either side to find the bottom of the bucket, but we'll find out what the Lady Cougars are able to do coming up in the second half and what the Lady Tigers are able to do in the second half. Lady Cougars are already out from the locker room. Alamo, obviously you want to get Faith Silva going and get some of the distance. They haven't really been able to get it inside and do much. That's one thing where Alamo's not giving up a whole lot of size in the post, and they're not able to, get it inside to some of their better post players, and so I'm sure there's a lot of things. I'm not sure the discussion exactly is in the Lady Tiger locker room, but this is a team. They've got high aspirations for this year, and they definitely. This is a game that I think they probably feel like they should have. In all fairness, I think Cibola is in a bit of a down year, and for Alamo, certainly being any of the Albuquerque schools is always a bonus. Don't see them too often throughout the year, and to pick up a win there is, I know, something that I think every Alamo team takes a little bit of pride in getting those victories. But just from what I've seen in the game, I think Alamo probably has the better experience and the more talented players, but need a little bit more on the execution side heading into the second half. But could be a close one and could stay all the way through, so stick with us. Again, if you're looking for the college ball playoff semifinal, we should get you to early in the second half of that game. I think they're closing in on halftime. Clemson's leading 16-3 over Notre Dame, and so hopefully we'll get an exciting second half for you guys there, and we'll get it to you here on ESPN Alamogordo. But we've got an exciting second half of ladies basketball as Alamogordo and Cibola will play another 16 minutes, so don't you go anywhere. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's the Lady Tigers 15, the Lady Cougars 11. Don't you go anywhere.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, ready for the second half of play. Alamogordo and Cibola in the girls' third-place game of the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. And it's Alamo leading 15-11. 8 points for Faith Silva to lead the way for Alamo. 5 players with 2 points apiece for Cibola in the first half. Alamo comes out with Callista Jacob, Faith Silva, Michaela Jones, Brianna Bickham, and Justice Martin. For Cibola, they will start with Baron Baxter and Montoya, also Salmon and Heimer and Penn. Salmon with the ball. Alamogordo zone defense here. I can see them play a whole lot of zone. Try to trap Penn in the corner. She'll toss it back up over the top to Montoya between the circles. Go over to Penn in the right corner. She'll fire a 3, and that's no good. On the other side, Heimer had a chance to rebound. So did Martin. It'll go out of bounds, and they'll say last off of Cibola. 7:33 remaining in the third. Inbounds goes to Silva. Goes right back to Callista. And Jacob will bring it to the front court for Alamogordo. Ball between the circles. Right wing, they give it off to Silva. Inside to Jones. Jones in the right corner. Trying to find somebody to get it to, and somehow snuck it through to Faith Silva. Top of the key. Faith steps into a 3. No good. Battle for the rebound won by Cibola. And Montoya pushes it up the floor. Gives it off to Heimer. Heimer to the corner. Little spin move. Keeps her dribble. Now sends it to Penn. Penn at the baseline. Good pass to Baxter. Baxter couldn't get a kind iron. It was halfway down. But on the other side, rebound by Salmon. Her putback attempt is no good. And then a foul going to be called on Alamogordo. It'll be on the floor and an inbounds play coming up for the Lady Cougars. Foul called on Callista Jacob. It's her second. And the first foul of the second half. Baseline left. It'll be Salmon to inbound. Get it off to the right wing. They work it around Heimer. Top of the key 3, and she brings it home. Heimer with the 3, and it's a 1-point game, 15-14. A little bit of pressure here for Cibola, and Martin races into the front court, finds Bickham. Bickham misses on the lay-in, and the rebound grab by Penn. Boy, one that Alamogordo would like to have back. They continue to pressure Penn here, and Penn is going to lose the ball out of bounds. Two players double-teamed her, and she was trying to find somebody to pass it to. Ends up working her way out of bounds. They get it to Bickham, right of the lane from the inbounds from Silva. Bickham's going to be fouled. Shot's no good. And it'll be 2 free throws for Brianna Bickham. First is good. Gonna miss on the second. And the rebound grab by Cibola. Heimer bounce passes to Montoya. Alamo, a little bit of token pressure in the backcourt. Nearly a turnover from Cibola. Salmon was able to reel the ball in, though. And Lady Cougars are in the front court. They trail 6-14, 6:10 to go in the third. Baxter gets it at the free throw line, gives it off to Heimer at the left wing. Silva on her. Bounce pass to Salmon. And Coach Mabry going to call a timeout for Cibola. Timeout on the floor with 6:02 to go in the third. On the Richardson Motors scoreboard, it's the Lady Tigers 16, the Lady Cougars 14. And we'll be back after a quick 30-second break.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70. Or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Cibola basketball after the timeout. Driving the lane is Montoya. Heimer gets the top of the key, puts up a 3, and she hits another one and puts Cibola in front. So a couple of threes from Asia Heimer and Cibola in front. Cibola steals the inbounds. Heimer gets it at the free throw line. Passes to the corner where Penn misses a mid-range jumper. Battle for the rebound, and Cibola gets it back. So Cibola bounce pass inside to Baxter, and Baxter lays it up and in. What a difference offensively for Cibola early. You're going to get a foul on the Lady Cougars as Callista Jacob was trying to bring it up the floor. And they're turning up the pressure defensively, too. 19-16, Alamogordo trails now. Bickham gets the inbounds, feeds it up ahead to Jones. Jones, a little easy layup drill there as she runs the basket and lays it in. Michaela Jones with her first points of the game, and Alamogordo cuts it to a 1-point difference. Near midcourt, Montoya just going to throw it away. She stopped and faced towards the midcourt line and tried to send it over to the right wing where nobody was there, and it'll be Alamogordo basketball. Far sideline inbound for Callista Jacob. Jacob gets it to Bickham. Bickham standing right at midcourt is going to turn around and dribble now. Take it to the top of the key. Give it to Martin at the right wing. Down by 1. 5:02 to go in the third. And boy, the way this game has gone, you know, if any team goes on a run here and gets a 6 or an 8-point lead, that may spell the end of it. Jones, top of the key, getting harassed out top by Alcorn. And now a steal here. Into the front court with it. The steal from Salmon. Now they go inside. This is Alcorn. Puts up a shot. Not a great look there. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be last off of Cibola. Official was saying white. She was pointing towards Cibola, but she got it right in the end. Jacob to inbound. Gets it into Silva. Silva being harassed here in the backcourt. Faith trying to get past her defender, and there's going to be a foul called on Salmon, who, I don't know, I thought was playing pretty good defense there with 4:26 to go, and Coach Vihil's going to call a timeout. I guess we're going to say that she put both hands on her. That's why it was. It's an automatic foul if you use both hands on the player. So that's going to get you every single time. So I'm sure that's what the call was there. All right. Again, a little update for you from the college football playoff semifinal, the Cotton Bowl. Clemson now up 22-3, so they're starting to pull away on Notre Dame in that college football semifinal. But we'll get you to the second half of that game as soon as we're done here. We're in the third quarter with Cibola leading Alamogordo 19-18. We still got a ways to go, and what would appear to be a game that is going to be very close to the end, as Jacob will inbound here at the near sideline. Now she fake going over the top, gives it off to Silva. And Silva looking to get it in the front court on Salmon. Silva does get it across the timeline and finds Purcell, gets it back to Silva. Silva trying to drive all the way to the basket. She'll be bumped, and a foul, and Faith Silva will go to the line for 2 free throws. Silva's playing good man-to-man defense in the full court and giving Alamogordo some problems here to begin the second half. And Faith will bring home the first. One more free throw to try to get her into double figures. 4:08 to go third quarter. Tied up at 19. Also put Alamo back in front, and she will. 20-19, Lady Tigers over the Lady Cougars. 4:05 remaining in the third. And a steal by Alamogordo as Justice Martin was able to grab it at midcourt. And then a foul called on Cibola as Isabel Montoya picks up her second. Already the 5th team foul for Cibola, so they've gone more aggressive defensively, but the foul count has started to mount here. And Bickham gets the ball. She dribbles to the free throw line and then works it back outside. Silva right wing. Gets inside to Purcell. Purcell able to reel it in, but in a bad position. Gets to Jacob. Jacob in the middle of the lane trying to force a shot up. She's able to get her own miss to Bickham. Bickham a little up and under move. That is no good. And now a foul on the rebound on Alamogordo. I think Purcell is going to get the foul. And it'll be Cibola basketball with 3:40 to go in the third. Well, Alamo had 2 or 3 chances there on that possession. Never really got a good look, in all fairness, but they were close. It was, 4 or 5 foot shots, but none of them were really good looks. Cibola played good defense inside. Second foul on Purcell, second team foul on Alamogordo here in the second. Haskey gets it to the left side. This is Senna. She's double teamed. They give it off to Salmon. Now back over to Haskey. Haskey between the circles. Boy, it looked like she double dribbled, but that not called. That's what Coach Vigil wanted. They go to Heimer. Heimer mid-range jump shot is no good. Purcell tries to get in there for the rebound, and it's Purcell and Alcorn fighting out for it, and the possession arrow will give it to Alamo. Alicia Munoz will come into the game, and it will be for Callista Jacob. Inbounds comes to Munoz. Now to Silva. Silva again working on Salmon. This time a little bit easier to get it into the front court. Get it off to the right wing to Martin. Over to the left corner. Silva gets a little bit of room to put up a 3, but no good. Heimer comes away with the rebound, and Heimer pushes up the floor. Munoz right on her hip. Gets it up ahead to Senna. Senna goes up the shot left of the lane. She'll be fouled by Purcell, who picks up her third, and 2 free throws coming up for the Lady Cougars, down 20-19 with 2:47 to go in the third on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And the first free throw through for Senna. She ties it up at 20. Silva comes out, and Callista Jacob comes back on, giving Faith a little bit of a rest. And the second free throw up and in. Jacob looking to inbound, but full court pressure here from Cibola. Martin gets it. Martin takes it all the way to the top of the key, and she'll back it out. Now Alamogordo will set up offensively. 2:35 to go in the third. Ball back near midcourt, and a foul going to be called on Cibola. And 16 fouled, so Alamogordo's going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. Foul called on Heimer. That's her third. I feel like she's the best defensive player for Cibola in this game. She certainly seems to be. Knocked down a couple of threes to bring this game back even earlier on. They tried to get it inside to Purcell, but it's knocked away. And here comes the Lady Cougars up the floor. Top of the key, Senna fires up a 3. That's no good. The rebound is tracked down by Jacob at the baseline. Jacob going to be double teamed, and a foul going to be called on Cibola, and Callista's going to shoot a 1-and-1. They're going to call the foul on Alcorn. It'll be, Alcorn. It'll be her first and the 17th foul. And they, like I said, they turned up the pressure defensively, and it's probably been more of an advantage than a disadvantage. And so Jacob go to the line with Alamogordo trailing 21-20. I was doing a little bit of math. I thought the scoreboard was off for some reason, but I had somehow misplaced a point in there. Tied game as Jacob makes the first, and she'll get the bonus. Darian Cosgray's come back into the game for Alamogordo. It's Munoz, Martin, Cosgray, Purcella, and, of course, Jacob at the free throw line. And the free throw up and in. Alamo 5 of 6 to the line here in this quarter. Kept this game close, being able to hit their free throws. 22-21. Alamogordo leads in the third. 2:16 to go in the third. Alamo pressuring in the backcourt. Not as aggressively as Cibola has been. Senna able to bring it across the timeline. They double team her and give it off to Salmon. Salmon bounce pass left wing to Penn. Penn dribbles out between the circles, picks up her dribble. Now over to the right wing to Senna. Senna bounce pass inside. Baxter brings it back outside. Heimer over to the right corner. A long two on the way from Senna. That's good. And it's 23-22. 1:44 remaining. Inbounds goes to Silva. Back to Jacob, and they're going to back off the heavy pressure here as Jacob will bring it in the front court for the Lady Tigers. Ball goes to Purcella. Purcella at midcourt, defended by Baxter. Now it's Cosgray. Cosgray works into the lane, misses on the runner. That was a nice drive and couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Heimer the other direction, up ahead to Salmon. Salmon gets her way into the lane, shorts it, but it gets her own rebound. I'm sorry, that's Penn who gets the rebound. She dribbles it back near the right wing, takes a long two. That's no good. And now a loose ball being batted around. Baxter somehow gets it to Senna, and Cibola tries to set it up again. Baxter's going to be knocked out of bounds here by Faith Silva, and it'll stay on the Cibola end. 1:02 to go in the third. Lady Cougars lead the Lady Tigers 23-22. Inbounds goes to Heimer. She'll dribble out to the top of the key. Penn at the right wing. Then back to Heimer. Heimer to Penn. Right wing three. It's good. Front rim off the heel and then rolled in for. And Cibola with their biggest lead, 26-22. Munoz trying to bring it up the floor, was knocked away from her. Purcella got it. And then Purcella gets called for a traveling violation. Coach Vijo wanted a foul on that. And a steal by Callista Jacob on the inbounds. Jacob all the way to the other end, and she'll lay it in easily. So an easy steal for Callista Jacob, who's now got 7. And it's a 2-point game with 24 seconds left. See if Cibola is aggressive here, if they're going to hold for the last shot. Heimer, top of the key. They give it to the right wing. Senna fires up another three, and she hits it. Cibola heating up from distance. They're up 29-24. Silva looking to inbounds. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds with 6.2 seconds left. And if anything, just the pressure on the inbounds is sort of, I think, disjointed Alamo a little bit. But the big difference here in this quarter, 4 3-pointers for Cibola. And they have their biggest lead at 5 now. Alicia Munoz gets the inbounds. Munoz gets it to Jacob. Jacob with 2 seconds and 1. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So Cibola down by heading into halftime. They come out of the third quarter up by 5, 29-24. They need the Lady Tigers. Let's see if Alamogordo can battle back here in the third place game of the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo.
Lincoln Hyundai, unique. At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
Cibola basketball to begin the fourth quarter. They lead 29-24 on the Richardson Motorboard. Driving right of the lane, off the glass shot, no good by I think that was Penn. And the rebound is going to be knocked out to the perimeter. And Cibola gets it back. The left wing, Penn looking to drive, or I'm sorry, Senna looking to drive. She's going to travel. And it'll be Alamogordo basketball. Inbounds goes to Silva. And they're just playing tough man-to-man defense on the full court. Sort of slow down Alamogordo getting into their offense. Silva trying to work her way across the timeline, and she does. Faith with the ball near the center circle, gives it off to Martin. Martin holds it over her head. Top of the key. And now she'll dribble her way back towards the midcourt line. Passes it off to Bickham. Bickham to the top of the key, gives it off to Jacob. Running a weave on the outside here. Silva right of the lane, gives it off to the corner to Bickham. Bickham all the way to the top of the key and to Martin. 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Alamo down by 5. Left wing, it's Jacob. Gets a screen, and Bickham trying to post her way up. Backs her way in, goes high off the glass. A shot no good. And into the front court with it will be Salmon for Cibola. 6:45 to go, fourth quarter. Salmon gives it off to Sin at the left wing. Comes off a screen. Heimer loses the ball. Alamogordo trying to get it, and it got away from Kylie Purcella. Now it's Baxter, mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Jacob. Jacob ahead to Martin. 2-on-2 the other way. Martin and Bickham. Martin is going to have to slow at the left wing. She'll step into it. She's going to hit it. Boy, Martin got Baxter off balance. She backpedaled, and Martin stepped forward and knocked down the three. Justice's first points of the game, and they come at a big time. Down to a 2-point difference, 29-27. Left wing firing up a three is Penn. That's no good. Rebound grabbed by Bickham. She'll be fouled, and it'll be a 1-and-1 on the other side for Brianna Bickham. 6:08 to go in the fourth. They'll call Senna on her third foul, 8th team foul on the Lady Cougars. Well, what a big three that was for Justice Martin, and if Brianna can come over here on this end and hit two, we'll be tied up again. Certainly felt like the momentum was on Cibola's side as they were starting to hit their shots, but Alamo got back and even it up here. If Bickham can get to the line and hit both ends of this 1-and-1. She is going to miss the back rim on the first, and the rebound grab by Cibola. Still a 2-point game. Senna pushes up the floor, gives it to Baxter in the lane. Heimer catches it just outside the left elbow. It's no good. Bickham jumps in there for the rebound and quits Jacob. Jacob coming up the near sideline, dribbles to the right wing, stops there, gets it off to the right corner to Martin, and Martin will go to Silva top of the key. Silva, Bickham, Purcella, Martin, and Jacob on the floor. At the elbow, it's Bickham, hands it off to Jacob. Jacob, left wing, had her shot blocked from 3-point range, and the loose ball down to the other end. Heimer got the block. Heimer now with it, goes left, lay it up and in. So she gets the block, and she gets the lay-in on the other side. 31-27. Silva gets the inbounds, gets it to Jacob. Here's Martin, quickly up the floor at the right wing. Now between the circles off to Callista Jacob. Between the circles with the basketball. Gives it off to Silva. Silva able to get away from a couple of screens, put up the three. Shot's no good. Rebound grab by Senna. Senna coming up the far sideline. She's going to be double-teamed, and she's going to travel, or she's going to step out of bounds. It's going to be one of the two. She lost her balance, and the ball actually ended up behind her. She sort of pinned it on her back. Silva will inbound to Jacob. We're under 5 minutes to go in this game. 31-27 leads. Ball goes to Jacob. And timeout called by Coach Manny Vigil, and he didn't like what Alamogordo was doing offensively, so they're going to talk it over. They're down by 4, 31-27 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Full timeout, and we'll take a break.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
4:45 to go, fourth quarter. Alamogordo trails Cibola 31-27 in the third place game of the Village of Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. Alamo with the basketball. Priscilla top of the key. Give Martin. Martin comes off the screen from Priscilla. That three back of the rim, no good. And we've got contact, a rebound foul on Alamogordo. Bickham gets called for the foul. Her third and the fourth team foul on the Lady Tigers. Salmon gets the inbounds here for Cibola. Comes across midcourt, goes all the way to the right wing, passes it off. Here's Montoya. Montoya. He had the ball deflected back to her. She got it to Heimer, then right back to her. It's Salmon with it to the right wing. She dribbles past Jacob, but lost the handle on it, and Bickham is able to steal it away for Alamo. Faith Silva pushing across the timeline. Silva, top key. Salmon stays right with her, though. Didn't let her to step into a transition three or anything on that play. Bickham gives it off to Martin between the circles. She'll dribble back pedal towards midcourt. Here's Martin driving right of the lane. Martin all the way to the basket. Couldn't get the lay-in. It might have been a foul there. Senna almost travels with it. She picked up her dribble in the backcourt and gives it off to Montoya, but still a bucket that Alamo probably should have had there. Martin is going to knock the ball away from Montoya out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lady Cougars. And still a 31-27 game in the fourth quarter. Senna will inbound for Cibola and give it Montoya. Martin guarding her. Montoya able to get it across the timeline. Bounce pass inside. Baxter catches and shoots and gets it over Priscilla and in. Baron Baxter, 4 points, and it's a 6-point Cibola lead, 33-27. Priscilla, top of the key, holding the ball over her head, gets it off to Bickham to left wing. Bickham drives the lane, powers up a shot. It's no good, but it'll be 2 free throws coming up for the Lady Tigers. Brianna Bickham, who is 1 of 3 at the line today. Alicia Munoz getting ready to check in. 2-shot foul here for Bickham. She'll get a little bit of help there. Went high off the back of the rim and just barely nicked the backboard and dropped through the cylinder. Take them any way you can get them in a close game like this. 5-point difference now, 33-28. Bickham will miss off back rim this time. Senna grabs the rebound for Cibola. Alamo just with 1 field goal in this fourth quarter. Just had 2 field goals in the third. But time starting to run down. It's still a very, very close game. Just a 2-possession difference. Heimer out between the circles, hands it off. And Coach Mabry on the Cibola bench is going to call a timeout. And it'll be a full timeout. 2:30 to go in the fourth on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Cibola 33, Alamogordo 28 here at the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. We'll be right back.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Everybody else wakes up so rested and cheery, while you wake up with back pain and ready to get back into bed again. They make you sick. It takes 30 minutes just to get your back feeling normal. You work hard to make life great. Why is sleep such an issue? It shouldn't be. Sleepwell can help you find your sleep again. From finding a mattress that supports your back to relieving strain by using a power base, Sleepwell will partner with you. Come see us today. Find the rest you need and lose the back pain. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, 2:37 to go in the fourth, 33-28. And the inbound comes to Salmon. And she'll bring across timeline, met quickly by a double team. And it's going to be stolen away by Alicia Munoz. Munoz races to the basket. She lays it up and in. Alicia Munoz makes it a three-point game, 33-30. Alamo out of that timeout, and they were ready to trap in the half court, and it forced a turnover. Coming across midcourt is Montoya. Over to the left corner, Senna. She'll dribble it all the way to the top of the key. They go to Baxter, and Purcell, a little too aggressive, reached in and draws the foul. It'll be her fourth. But just the fifth team foul. Almost still got one more to give before they put Cibola on the free throw line. So they can be a little aggressive here and not give up free throws. Senna inbounding. Gives it off to Montoya. Montoya from the baseline misses. Rebound. Purcell is able to rip it away. And to Jacob, and she'll feed it up ahead to Alicia Munoz. Munoz all the way to the basket, and she lays it in. 4 big points from Alicia Munoz here on 2 transition buckets, and it's a 1-point game, 33-32, 1:45 to go in the fourth. Coming across midcourt with it is Montoya. Montoya gets a screen from Heimer, goes inside Baxter. Baxter in the lane, goes up with the left hand, and she's been big in the second half for Cibola. Gets good positioning and gets the easy lay-in. Silva inbounds, goes right back to Jacob. Jacob bringing it into the front court for Alamo. Down by 3, 1:23 to go in the fourth quarter. And Coach Vijo wants a timeout. A full timeout on the floor again, 1:21 to go, fourth quarter. And the Lady Tigers down by 3. Let's see what they draw up after the break. Again, we're still at halftime of the Cotton Bowl. It's 23-3 Notre Dame. As we'll get you to the second half of that as soon as we're done here. We'll take a break and come right back. Alamo down by 3.
With the holidays fast approaching, let Otero Federal Credit Union take the stress out of the holiday season with a personal loan for those extra expenses. Also, take advantage of our holiday loan skip-a-payment program to put a little extra cash in your pocket. Stop by today to see how OFCU can make your holidays a little brighter. OFCU, community people you know. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
Alamo with the basketball, down by 3. Calista Jacob, right wing 3, just rolls off the rim. Bickham grabs the rebound, fires up the shot. That's no good. Rebound is pulled by Cibola this time, and then a foul on Faith Silva. It'll be an inbounds play for the Lady Cougars. Alamo got a good look there. Calista Jacob at the right wing fired up the triple, but just could not drop. And with 1:04 remaining in the fourth, Almo's got to be aggressive defensively. Cibola is going to take as much time as they can here in the backcourt and get it across the timeline. Heimer with it. Bounce pass, and almost stolen away by Jacob. It's going to go out of bounds. Last stop, Cibola. So that works out just as well for the Lady Tigers. They'll get the ball here with 51.3 seconds left in the fourth, down by 3. Munoz gets the inbounds. She's double-teamed, gets it off to Jacob. Jacob Up the far sideline across midcourt. 42 seconds left. Alamo has 1 timeout remaining. Cibola's got 3. Top of the key. Silva fires up a triple. It's no good. Rebound is pulled in by the Lady Cougars. Pushing the other way. Salmon has the ball knocked away. And Purcell gets the loose ball. Gives it off to Silva. 25 seconds left. Silva behind the back dribble. She's double teamed. A foul going to be called on Cibola. They were holding her from trying to get back to the ball. And it'll put Faith at the line. 2 free throws. I was kind of surprised that Salmon was racing to the other end so quickly. You get the basketball, slow it down, take some time off the clock. Thought that was a little bit of the maybe the mistake there. And Silva goes to the free throw line to try and make it a 1-point game. Alamo will have to foul quickly as if she makes both. She misses the first. 10 for Faith. She was 2 of 2 at the line, now 2 of 3. She can make it a 2-point game. And she misses both. The rebound is saved by Cibola, and they push it up the floor here with 16 seconds left. Alamo needs to foul. 14 seconds left, and Alicia Munoz gets in there and fouls Asia Heimer. And Heimer will go to the line for a 1-and-1. She can make this a 2-possession game just by hitting the first. Almo's had some, I thought Jacobs' look was the best at 3. Silva kind of had an off-balance defender in her face 3. It wasn't an easy shot, but also had a couple of free throws there that did not go. See Lyric Arcee come into the game. I think some more outside shooters here. So really pretty much everybody on the floor could hit a distance shot if they need it. Not a lot of size, though. So Heimer is going to hit the free throw. That's a big one. It's a 4-point game with 12.3 seconds left. And the free throw up and in. Martin with 10 seconds left. Pushes up the floor. 6 seconds. Almo's got to hurry here. Martin gives it off to Silva. She'll fire a long 3. It's no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Time is going to expire. And just not a lot of hurry there for Alamogordo once they brought it into the front court with 10 seconds left. And that spells the end of the game. 37-32. Cibola gets the win. And the Lady top to 8-3 on the season. We'll get some stats. We'll come right back, and we'll send you to football right after a very quick break.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Popping out there, folks. Hopefully you got the name there. Alamo comes up short, 37-32. Didn't really miss a whole lot. Cibola hit a couple of late free throws. Alamo had one decent chance at 3 with Callista Jacobs. She missed on that. Faith Silva had kind of an off-balance hand in her face shot that missed, and also a couple of free throws that she was unable to hit And Alamo comes up short, just couldn't hit some buckets there at the end of the game when they really needed it. And Cibola hit some clutch free throws right at the end. Alamo, if Heimer doesn't hit those free throws, Alamo has a chance to tie the game on the other end, but just doesn't end up that way. So apologies if we dropped out there. Fasola led the team with 10. Munoz had 8, Calista Jacobs 7. 3 points for Justice Martin, 2 points apiece for Brianna Bickham and Michaela Jones. That'll do it here from the Los Lunas Holiday Tournament. The girls fall in the 3rd place game. The boys fall in the 5th place game. And next up for the boys at home against El Paso Franklin on the 4th of January. Saying December all month. And for the ladies, they will be on the road against Belen coming up on January 4th. So they'll be back up in this area, but their next home game coming up on January 5th against Senate Teresa. That'll do it for our broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get you to the College Ball Playoff semifinal, the Cotton Bowl, as Notre Dame trails Clemson 23-3 in the 3rd quarter. Thanks for tuning in to our games this whole week. We were able to broadcast the games the last 2 days, and we'll talk to you guys from the Tiger Pit coming up next Friday. Have a good one, and Happy New Year.
This has been a presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports, brought to you by Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Otero Federal Credit Union, Sleep Well, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, The Winter Circle, White Sands Motorsports, and Richardson Motors. Thanks for listening. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
The season, Clemson won those 8 games by an average of more than 38 points. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, they had 4 common opponents. The win differential for Clemson, 145 for Notre Dame, 96.
I wouldn't be surprised right here if Trevor Lawrence takes a shot. Notre Dame got some extra bodies in the box.
And back to throw. No, it's a running play. It's Etienne trying to spin it outside left, and they got him at the 45-yard line. Tavon Coney on the stop. All right, so you've got 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for a first down, maybe 9.
It's been a problem down, and Notre Dame has done such a great job on 1st and 2nd down for the majority of this game. We're early in the 3rd quarter, but they have not been able to get off the field, and it's been Trevor Lawrence who has flashed his arm talent and his feet to keep the chains moving.
3rd down, 9. At the 45 of Notre Dame, and Lawrence will put it up. Sealing some pressure, airs it out. This is for T. Higgins.